The following is a presentation of the Shining Wizards Network, broadcasting live in high-definition video and available on all podcasting and streaming platforms. Follow us on social media at Wizards Podcast. Check out our merchandise at merch.shiningwizards.com. Do your Amazon shopping at amazon.shiningwizards.com. And become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/wizardspodcast. And now, it's time for the Shining Wizards.
Oh, it's that time of year when I'm ready to fucking murder motherfuckers. Happy holidays, everyone. It's the Shining Wizards. It's time for wrestling talk.
And talk about
Fucker donk.
Double T.
Brondo. Oh, mama. KJG.
I get on this fucking... I'm sorry I interrupted you, KGG. I get on this show late. I fucking log in. The internet is fucked. I can't get a video on. And as I'm watching Brundo and his beautiful wife dance around, I'm watching a little fucking meter. And then it says, your internet's... Oh, guess what's back again? It's going to tell me your internet's unstable. Well, maybe I'm fucking unstable.
Wow, I thought this was going to be Matt this week, but
No,
have at it, Tony.
Fuck this, man. Fuck this. I don't give a fuck how many people are home for the holidays. You're fucking. I don't like it. How you boys doing? You know what? I'm going to get the fucking wire. You guys talk among.
Oh my goodness Christ. I'm great. How are you fellas doing?
Doing okay.
Yeah.
KGG, you frozen down there?
Nah, I'm just fucking with you guys.
Okay.
No, I'm good. I'm good. The Devils put that whooping on the New York Rangers today, so I'm in good spirits. You got the homework coming up later on. That
Oh, it's so freaking good.
Dude, I appreciate your response to that in the text thread, like a couple days ago or a few days ago.
That's one of my favorites, so that was a great pick.
So for those who don't know, the homework is Lex Lugar versus Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, from August 4th of 1997, Monday Nitro. So we'll be talking about that a little bit later on. But Matt, as you know, we'd like to talk about that wrestling talk, and there's a lot to talk about.
There's a fair amount. Are you guys now? Clearly, Tony's in a holiday spirit. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for Christmas?
Yeah, a little frazzled, but I'm getting there. So should be good to go. Just got a little packing and stuff to do, and all the gifts will be under the tree for the nieces on Wednesday.
All right, Brian, you ready?
Christmas keeps changing, life keeps changing, so I'll be ready by the time it's there.
What do you mean Christmas keeps changing?
I think I know what he's getting at.
Yeah,
plans. Okay, but you got
overall. I think I got to get one or two more things tomorrow, but CVS things or something, or Walgreens things,
like stocking stuffers type.
Bingo. Yeah, we're big on stocking stuffers. So,
all right,
the stocking stuffers are always the things that you need, not that you want. You know what I mean?
Oh no, my brother goes amazing with stocking stuffers. He goes up to his attic and pulls out shit from 20 years ago.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I got a calendar, a Mad Libs calendar from 1995, I think, one year from him. And
oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
See, stocking stuffers in the Grifo household, they're just razors and shaving cream and and soap and garbage bags, shit that we just need, that we're going to use, but they're not necessarily the most fancy of things.
That's actually a great idea. Yeah. Except
all
for
I-
the razor. Yeah.
That's all I
haven't
ask
used the
for
razor.
is like fucking body wash and deodorant and shampoo, so I don't have to buy any the rest
Exactly.
We ask for you to have
100%.
body wash and shampoo as well. Deodorant.
of the year. Wow, you motherfucker!
You don't-
Brando. I expected it out of Dr. Donk, but not you.
Somebody's got to fill in.
How you doing over there, doctor? Yeah.
All right. That good, huh? Is he frozen again too, or is he just fucking with us now?
No, I can't tell. His eyes aren't blinking, so maybe. Oh,
Nope.
I was gonna say that those were some dead eyes there.
I feel like Tony always has dead eyes.
well, I hope you guys have a very happy and healthy holiday, and you enjoy yourself and you enjoy your time with your family.
What? Sorry. Dude, I'm fucking hardwired in. Do you
Restart, reboot, compute.
I can't. Matt's fucking frozen like a Chinaman with his fucking teeth sticking out.
Whoa! Wait! Oh, what?
All the things that could have come through.
And that's what you say when you get angry.
Fucking ridiculous.
All right, you look okay now.
No, I don't feel okay.
That's not our problem. You look okay.
They're quick in and out.
I think I'm better. I apologize to the Chinamen that are out there.
Chinaman is not
Jesus
the issue.
Christ, blow my ass. All right, I'm better. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Better?
Yeah.
All right.
Serenity now, Tony. Serenity now.
Poochie bomb.
Oh, he's so bad. It's so
Nope.
bad, Tony.
My internet's still fucked. I'm resetting. I'll see you fuckers in 5.
All right. So Tony will be joining us for the third time tonight in a couple of minutes. So sit tight.
Man.
This would have been a great return to X.
Well, get me
Now
started.
you want.
Yeah,
You already
I
got
know.
one pissed off wizard. You want
Get me
a
started.
second?
Well, you know why? These cocksuckers.
Go on.
No, I gotta find it because it's fucking. It's actually infuriating. Where's the fucking email from these fucking shitbirds? Tuesday. Hello. We've restored your account after an additional review. Didn't reveal any violations. We appreciate your understanding as we carried out our investigation. What fucking violations? I want to be able to watch video. Then these fucking cocksuckers has the nerve. Guess what, guys? Yesterday, to ensure we continue delivering an exceptional experience, we're adjusting the price of your Premium Plus subscription.
Oh boy.
We are not getting what we're paying for, and then they're going to try and get more money out of us. Fuck you. That's all I have to say to that. We haven't even addressed that situation yet. David Henry Bauer, my music guy, says, man, I'm so happy I have time to watch live tonight. What a way to open the show. Snow show, whatever.
No, yeah, we don't have to. Yeah, we got.
Yeah.
It. We got.
Yeah, whatever. You know, maybe 2025 brings us the live X feature. I sent a text to the group the other day. Someone else has to try. I give up.
I was trying, like, in my head, I was like thinking, like, I have to know somebody that works at Twitter.
Thinking.
Like, I have to.
Oh, well, good luck with that, buddy.
Yeah. Okay.
Seriously, good luck with that. Look, fucking Kate from Fightful put me in touch with somebody from Twitter, and I got fucking ghosted.
Yeah. Well, Kate's a ghoster.
No, she didn't ghost me. The person she put in touch, whatever. It's neither here nor there. We're gonna have fun tonight. We got Alex Ramey, right? Did I say that right?
Reiman.
Alex Reiman, the pro wrestling magic champion. He joins us at 7:30. He's in some fucking crazy blood feud with fucking Sean Donovan, who may or may not have been a terrible security guard this weekend on AEW, along with maybe LSG. And Alex Price, who will be a guest on the Shining Wizards in a couple weeks.
That's right. 1-6, same week of the Wizzies.
Oh, yeah. The Wizzies are coming back, people. Be ready for it. But I got to. Now, Brundo, I don't know if you had a chance. I know KJG did. Did you have a chance to watch Ring of Honor Final Battle?
I did not. The weekend completely got away from me this weekend.
So I know that KJG did.
Sure did.
And I will be fully transparent.
Okay.
I watched from the Lee Moriarty match to the end. I was so annoyed by the time I finished watching. I had zero interest to go back and watch 0 Hour or anything that took place beforehand. And I know KJG said the Jay Lethal QT Marshall thing was good. And then I saw a couple clips online, and I think I know why. It was because they parodied the NWO. No?
That's when I knew that I was going to enjoy it, but the match itself was fucking dynamite. No pun intended. It was really, really good. Like, you know, that like you could tell that they were there to work and like put a match on that people like didn't like. QT Marshall is QT Marshall, right? Like, he is what he is. He's not the most charismatic dude in the world. He's tried that thing with Big Boom AJ and all that stuff was good, but no one's turning on on TNT or TBS or ROH to watch QT Marshall unless he makes you, and he made me this past weekend at Final Battle. His match with Jay Lethal was awesome. Yes, he came out to NWO Savage garb and NWO parody type music, and Jay Lethal made his return as you know, Black Machismo. You had Karen Jarrett as like Sherry, and I'm not sure who's with QT. It's not Layla Gray, I don't think. But
according to the cage match, he had Aaron Solo with him.
Solo was there also, dressed in Macho Man NWO type garb, but there was a female there as well. Well, I'm not sure who it is.
I don't know. I didn't watch.
But Karen Angle came out with Black Machismo as dressed as Sherry. So, dude, I knew immediately I was going to be entertained, and it didn't hurt at all. Now we got a Jeff Jarrett appearance.
Oh, yeah.
We got a Jeff Jarrett appearance once QT put his hands on Karen, and then the match was just really, really good. So I loved it. I had such a good time watching that match, and it was everything I said. I think I even tweeted it out. One of my rare wrestling tweets was that it was everything that makes me love pro wrestling. The match was awesome. It was so much fun, full of action. There was entertainment. There was theatrics throughout it, and we got the Last Outlaw, Jeff Jarrett, in there. So to me, that bold statement alert. That might have been my favorite match of the show.
Oh yeah, Matt, Jeff Jarrett, Ring of Honor original.
Another one.
So here's all right. I know. So here's your deal, brother. You're hanging on, which I don't blame you. You're hanging on, just like ECW and WWE. You're hanging on to ROH being called ROH, which I get, but I did not like. The initials were out the window when I was watching this show because to me it just wasn't ROH, but I looked at it as a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing.
It's fair. Yeah, don't call it. Look.
Here we go.
They sold out the Hammerstein Ballroom because people are nostalgic, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? They ran the Final Battle there. Me and KJG went to many Final Battles there.
That's right.
With that being said, like, it's just not. I'm sorry, it's not Ring of Honor. You can put whatever letters you want out there. You can call it whatever. It's not Ring of Honor. This was atrocious. Atlantis Jr. opened the show. He has not been in Ring of Honor in months. All the guys in the fucking Survival of the Fittest match have not been in Ring of Honor in months. Your Ring of Honor mainstays were on the fucking 0 Hour show that nobody even gave a shit about. Why did we need Shibata Tommy Billington?
I forgot Tommy Billington existed until this. It's like they made a big deal about him for a couple of weeks and then he disappeared for a couple of months.
It's just frustrating. The best thing they did was bring back Nigel McGuinness. So he had a fucking awesome match with Lee Moriarty.
Wait, I thought you didn't like it after you watched it again.
What?
I thought you said you didn't like it when you watched it the second time.
No, I had no problem. No, I only watched from Lee Moriarty, Nigel McGuinness to the end. I wouldn't go back and watch any of the other show.
Now, Matt, what are the differences between the original pure title? First of all, I hate the fucking pure title. I'll say that first and foremost. I hate that. That's just me as a concept. I didn't like it in Ring of Honor. I didn't like it in this version of Ring of Honor. But what, other than not having the judges there, what are the differences between? Is it just the rope breaks and the closed fists?
That's it.
That's it.
That's all they
Oh,
ever
okay.
had for the
Yeah, I nailed it.
title.
All right, never mind. Then I guess I
Yeah.
don't hate the Ring of Honor original.
Like I know because I did. Me and KJG both watched the Go Home show for Final Battle. It was fucking awful.
I didn't say it was awful.
I said it was awful.
Oh, okay.
In terms of a Go Home show, like Brian Cage is in a fucking tag match against the fucking nobody. Look, I know they're friends of the show. Their fucking act is awful. The fucking whatever they're called, Boulder
Gates of Agony.
It's no, not Gates of Agony.
Iron
Fucking titty fucking idiots.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired of that too.
Oh, the Iron Savages.
Yeah, well, like, go back to being fucking badasses. What's the titty thing is stupid.
It's not stupid when Miniature Kama does it.
It's a little different there.
Well,
I feel bad because he's the only one laughing at it because he's the only one who hears what he's saying. You're still like a robot, Tony.
great. Fuck all.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
No, it's not you. I reset everything. I reset the fucking computer. I reset the router. I reset every fucking thing. And I'm even hardwired. The Wi-Fi is off and it's still fucked. Xfinity, you like X can go. Mother. I'm sick of this. I sent them a fucking. Did you see? I sent X, their fucking support team. I sent them a fucking message and I'm like, this is not good business. 7 months we've been paying for this shit and nobody helps us, and emails telling us everything's working isn't going to cut it anymore, and they didn't fucking respond yet, so they can go fuck off and die too. Tired of this. 2024 is going out like a fucking turd. It really is. What is it? I bet you I sound like right? What the fuck? I'm looking at the fucking meter on the screen. It's the little dot at the bottom of the fucking Wi-Fi thing. I'm not even on Wi-Fi. I'm into wearing shirts that PP.
I have Hardwired down as a name for this show.
The episode. All right,
Yeah.
that's one too.
That's it. Ooh, I don't know who War Hero is, but Hardwire is a good name for a PPV.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to my
Hardwired.
point here. It's just frustrating, right? Like Brian Cage is going to be in a survival of the fittest. He's defending his TV title. He's in a fucking tag match with Lance Archer. Lee Johnson, Bishop Khan was the only match that made sense,
Right.
Because they were having a tag match at the show.
And they had fought a combination of the four had fought the week
last
prior or 2 weeks prior. Yeah.
Right, Queen Aminata, Lady Frost. It's a fine match, but like it has nothing. Re-showing the old women's title match, which was a fantastic match, but I don't understand. Like, every show doesn't have to be fucking 2 hours long.
And then they're in a tag match right after that.
Yes.
Part of me feels like they put that match on again to just get our juices flowing for Billy Starks to like finally no. Oh, yeah. But just like that's why I waited till I watched that Go Home show to pick this, and I ended up picking Billy Starks, which didn't go well for me, but it just made you like get your hopes up that all right, Billy Starks was gonna win this main event, and it just didn't happen. But I skipped right over it. Like Matt, I think you mentioned that you did as well, because like there's no freaking point in me standing around and watching 2 hours of wrestling of one match for a half hour or something that I already watched a year ago. So,
Right. Like, and look, like Sidney Akeem, I've been watching a lot of GCW. Sidney Akeem's like 19-0 in GCW, and he's not beating nobodies, but he's losing to fucking Serpentico. Like, just don't use the fucking guy then. Because Serpentico, all Serpentico does is get fucking beat. I just don't understand any of the booking the logic with Ring of Honor. I don't. Why did Athena retain?
I don't know.
Because they don't
Who's
give a
gonna
fuck.
fucking beat her?
Maybe Chris Statlander goes down there.
Ah, great. She can't beat the fucking TBS champion. That's like the fucking Anna J route. She can't beat the AEW Women's World Champion. Now she can't beat the TBS champion. So send her down. It's like there's such a discrepancy between AEW and Ring of Honor. Just keep them fucking separate. Commander won the TV title. He gonna fucking lose every match in the Continental Classic.
He
Maybe
lost
not
the same fucking night. He lost to Brody King as the
I
pay-per-view
don't
was
even get
going
me started
on.
with that either. I watched Dynamite. They didn't mention fucking Rampage once, so I didn't think there was a Rampage on Friday night. So while I'm watching Dynamite, social media, AEW is tweeting out Rampage stuff. You didn't mention Rampage once on fucking Wednesday night. One, and if fucking anyone at AEW promoted Ring of Honor a fraction of the way Ring of Honor Final Battle had to promote the fucking Continental Classic, a fucking fraction.
And it's so funny that you mentioned the word fraction because there's only a fraction of people watching Ring of Honor that would watch your Dynamite and Collision shows. So instead of promoting the bigger show with the bigger audience for Ring of Honor, you're promoting the bigger show on the show with the lesser audience.
It's just like I said it like last week with Chris Jericho as the Ring of Honor World Champion. Like he's like the first Ring of Honor World Champion I can remember since they acquired Ring of Honor, where he's cutting promos going, I'll be on watchroh.com this week.
And that's a him call too, by the way. That's like him saying,
yeah, but like, why wouldn't you like fuck you? Your Ring of Honor World Champion and your TV champion and your tag team champions have been featured heavily on AEW products for the last 2.5 years, and no one ever fucking promotes watchroh.com. You want to know why? Because it's dog shit. The fucking weekly TV makes no sense. Survival of the Fittest, the 5 dudes that challenged Brian Cage, I think one of them was on Ring of Honor in November. The rest of them haven't been on TV in months. Why are they in the fucking match?
I wonder if it's more of a AEW Time Warner thing than it is a AEW thing. Like we're not going to promote something that's not on our network on this show. Like that's like if I'm playing like legit,
which is fine, but then dude, put the fucking Ring of Honor title on Shane Taylor, leave him in Ring of Honor. Put the TV title on somebody who you don't need in AEW and build that fucking brand. Athena is the biggest fucking star, and people are leaving the fucking main events Friday night because they don't watch the fucking TV because they don't give a shit because they're only there because they used to go watch wrestling at the Hammerstein and they saw Jericho and Cardona.
Yeah, and plus, how are you going to follow that guy? How are you going to follow my main man?
Oh my God, fucking abortion of a fucking match. And fucking, you're showing me vignettes for Bandito every week on AEW TV, and he shows up in fucking Ring of Honor. What a fucking fart in church. Then he concusses himself. He gives himself a fucking concussion.
To save a guy he has absolutely no history with whatsoever.
Zero.
Just none of it made like, look, if you told me like Blake Christian was going to wrestle, I don't know, fucking Serpentico as a qualifier match to wrestle at Survival of the Fittest, you have all this TV you have to film for, make it mean something instead of just like Willie Mack is here. Mark Davis is here, who was in a fucking feud with the Don Callis family, but now he's in the mix for the Ring of Honor TV title. What the fuck are we doing?
I almost picked Mark Davis actually for this.
You did pick Commander. That was
I did pick Commander. How about that?
Yeah, you did. Yeah. I don't know. It just frustrates me because like Ring of Honor was such a good fucking product, even during the pandemic. Like, I'm not looking for like Macho Man Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan, fucking Mega Powers Explode stories. Just make a simple story. Sammy Guevara is in a fucking Texas bull rope match, and he's wearing fucking designer jeans that are all ripped up like he's walking around the fucking pier in Hoboken. What are we doing?
Oh, come on. Come on.
No,
leave the guy alone for that.
You're teaming with fucking Dustin Rhodes. His father is synonymous with the fucking bull rope match. Wear a regular pair of fucking jeans.
How do we know back in 1989 that Dusty Rhodes' jeans weren't fucking $200?
Dusty Rhodes jeans were not bought with the rips in them.
Maybe he cut them.
Who? Sammy Guevara for what?
His
How
wife.
many times are we going to build the fucking righteous up to have them fucking lose? It was bad enough when they lost to just MJF when he was fucking Ring of Honor tag team champions. Like, and then, the House of Torture is going to, who gives a shit? Wrestle Dynasty is the biggest hunk of shit. Hey, guess what? Kenny Omega's coming back at Wrestle Dynasty. They don't even mention it on fucking AEW TV. It's an AEW fucking pay-per-view. Huh. It fucking pisses me off. The matches, great. They're great, right? Nobody gives a shit. Nobody get the Undisputed Kingdom and the Infantry. They've been fighting on Ring of Honor TV for fucking 2 years. Who gives a shit? Well, I just want to have fun and watch wrestling.
No, everybody just watch wrestling.
Atlantis Junior Mansoor. Suck me sideways.
Hey,
Yeah, that
Danhausen
one's
came
rough.
back.
And
Hey, I noticed-
Oh, fuck that. Fuck him too.
You fucking turd.
Fucking Danhausen.
You think you could do a fucking crunch once in a while?
Stick your fucking teeth up your asshole. I'm so fucking aggravated. And then this fucking jerk off's got to have a fucking press conference after every fucking show. Maybe we're going to run back Commander and Atlantis Jr. Could you pick 2 dudes that don't even fucking work in Ring of Honor to have a match and fucking promote it? Fuck off. You fucking autistic shithead. I fucking hate Tony Khan. I fucking hate him. He fucking pisses me off.
Well, here's the question: why do you still watch the product?
I don't watch Ring of Honor.
Well, then you can't be upset. Like, you knew what you were getting into. You didn't know any of the stories.
There were no stories, Tony. There was the Red Velvet Layla Hirsch story. Jay Lethal.
Wait, did she do the
Marshall.
thing? Did she do the thing?
I don't know. I
And
didn't
where the
watch
fuck
match.
is legit Layla
Yeah.
been? All of a sudden, she gets a title match?
To answer your question, Tony, yes, she did.
Fuck yeah.
There was a story.
She needs Shaq to come back.
There was a story with Jericho and Cardona. Like the big turn, like nobody gave a shit. And then there was a story with Athena and Billy Starks, but no, everybody laughed. Nobody cared. They don't watch Ring of Honor TV. And they're not doing anything to give you a reason to watch Ring of Honor TV. Well, the Ring of Honor, they got to run down the fucking Continental Classic. It fucking infuriates me. You watch Dynamite and Rampage and no one knows Ring of Honor. Having internet problems now?
I think you are.
Oh, was that you? I thought that was me.
It's both of you.
My laptop is about 10 seconds from getting fucking thrown at the wall.
Not mine.
Oh, no, mine. I don't care what you
No,
do.
I know.
Yours.
But if I have like issues over here, I'll figure it out.
Oh, yeah, sure you will. You're fucking calm, cool, collective Matt. Who am I talking to? I forgot who the fuck I do a show with for fucking 13 plus years.
Look, the show is on paper, the show was fine, right? The 6-way was great from like a wrestling standpoint, but like, why am I going to invest in him as a TV champion when he loses every week on Dynamite and Rampage and Collision?
Well, so's Beast Mortis. I think he's doing the fucking Muda job here. He hasn't won shit.
But he
the
didn't put a title on him at their biggest show of the year.
I get it, but this is the problem right now. Having a tournament like this where it's like everybody faces everybody once. You're shitting all your good fucking matches for no reason. You don't get a chance to build a story around anything. It's just like, oh, these 2 guys are going to wrestle, which I'm sure is going to be a fine match, but there's no fucking, who gives a shit? It's a fucking belt with a crown on it that they established to get Eddie Kingston over last year. That's why nobody cares. There's no,
I'm talking about the Ring of Honor TV title.
No, I know what you mean, but in terms of everybody just losing and everybody just having matches, this is why Ring of Honor guys are losing in this tournament. Because who gives a shit?
He's not a Ring of Honor guy.
Wait, who won it? Commander?
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking infantry came in. Oh, wait, the infantry's another team. Why'd they put them together? Call them the fucking warmongers or some shit. Commander and the infantry.
Dude, the last
That would
time
make too much sense there.
Commander was on Ring of Honor Club at the beginning of November. That's the last time he was on there.
That was a month ago.
It aggravates everything about it.
No, it's good.
Me.
Get fired up. Get fired up.
I don't, because our guest is here and he's been listening to me rant like a fucking psychopath for the last 4 minutes. Now he's got to come on here.
I just get tired of everybody like, oh, just enjoy wrestling. Nah, man, if shit's bad, you gotta call it out. Otherwise, it's just gonna get worse. We want to have fun. Wrestling's supposed to be fun. We're supposed to be entertained. We're supposed to like, hey, did you see this and this and that? And
just having matches for match sake, like, I don't know. It's just you're taking Ring of Honor and you're turning it into like it's
AEW. That's what it is. Tony Khan,
it's not like Pro Wrestling Magic where we're getting a story here with Dipsy and our guest here.
Oh
There's
God,
a story here.
Dipsy's telling stories and Ring of Honor isn't? Holy shit.
Let's bring our guest in.
All right.
Sean Donovan.
He looks mad at you, bro.
That's Brundo. I got it. I'm fixing it.
Wait,
Alex,
now, come
how
on.
are you?
It's always weird putting a guest on a big screen like that, ain't it? I'm gonna try to fix this for him. Let me see. Let's try this.
You can leave
Let's
me
try
on
that.
It's good. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, you
Awesome.
probably hear the best here.
Alex, how are you?
Doing all right. All things considered. My belt was burned. Got a big show ahead of me on Saturday and gonna make a lot of things right.
Go on.
Yeah, let's talk about this Sean Donovan situation now. There's a great video that is out on the internet. It's about 5 minutes long. It's on Twitter. It's on your Twitter, Revolver_Reiman. Did I say that right?
Mhm.
All right,
Yes,
good,
sir.
'cause I usually butcher everybody's name. Great video. Kind of gives us a little bit of the backstory of what's going on with you and Sean Donovan. But that's kind of like Cliff's Notes for all you older folks out there. The kids, they don't know what Cliff's Notes are. But can you tell us
What the fuck?
what? The kids don't know what Cliff's Notes are
Then why would you bring it up?
because I'm an old guy.
And they're not Cliff's notes.
Yeah, there's no S. It's Cliff Notes.
Well, it's my guy was Cliff's.
Just buying from some random dude in the hallway at your fucking school.
I sold him outside. Come on, don't fucking give Cliff a break. It's the holidays, bro. But yeah, how? Give us the story here with Donovan. He stole your fucking belt. He burned it. He's a real piece of shit.
That really.
Well, yes, you're correct. The whole thing started in the most childish high school bullshit way. Like literally, it just started out as both of us taking shots at each other online. We were friends before all this, and then it just felt like it became obsessive on his end. Everything I posted, he would have a comment, and he would hide under the guise of, "Oh, I'm just giving you constructive criticism and all that bullshit." Like, if you really cared, if you had criticism for me, you can shoot me a message. He has my phone number. He could have done that. There's no reason he had to do it in a public forum. And then it all came to a head back on Easter Sunday. I was just minding my own business in the gym, about to, go have dinner with my family. And he's on Facebook making posts about me. So all I said is, this is childish. Don't you have a girlfriend? Don't you have a family that cares about you? Why don't you go spend it with them instead of worrying about whatever I'm doing? And in his delusional mindset, I brought his family into this and I made it personal, he says. And I don't understand how I made it personal when it's Easter Sunday and you're more worried about what I'm doing and how I'm doing things instead of being with your girlfriend or your family. So push came to shove and he shows up unannounced, uninvited to Pro Wrestling Magic, not once but twice. He jumped me from behind. He wore a mask to get in and jumped me from behind the first time. And then the second time, him and Moff strapped me to a cage and padlocked the door so no one could get in and beat me with bats. And then the third time last month, unfortunately, we had an unsanctioned match and it wasn't me that walked out. And for the third time in a place that I hold near and dear to my heart, Pro Wrestling Magic, I was left laying in front of my family, in front of my friends, in front of people that I care about, And I feel like the only way to finish this is a last man standing match. I told him the only way that this finishes, the only way that this ends is if you stop my heart from beating. This has become personal very, very quick. There's a lot of feelings and a lot of emotions that I shoved down inside of me for a very, very long time. And this mother...
You can say it.
You can say it.
Absolutely.
This motherfucker has brought them all to the forefront. All those feelings that I've tried to ignore and press down, the feelings of being homeless as a child, being bullied, being ridiculed for how I look, the way I talk, things I like, all came out and he made me remember every single one of those feelings throughout the months of being laid out and fucking beaten with bats and chains and barbed wire. It's just, this is more than personal now.
Okay,
And it
so
all comes. Oh, sorry, KJG.
Yeah, I was just going to ask. You're obviously a very intense guy and very passionate about this feud that you have with Sean Donovan. Where does is it just this feud that draws this kind of intensity out of you, or is this something that's always been there? You kind of touched on it before with your past as a child, but where do you draw all this intensity and all this emotion from?
Just a will to be the best in the room, to be the best in the ring, to make sure that no matter who's on the card, they remember my match. I spent the better part of 2023 last year feuding with someone that knows Sean Donovan very well, Dan Moff. And I went toe-to-toe with him last Kingdom Come in a dog collar match.
That's right.
Today actually marks 1 year as Pro Wrestling Magic heavyweight champion. That dog collar match was 1 year ago today. And this coming Saturday, I become the first competitor to main event 3 consecutive Kingdom Come events for Pro Wrestling Magic.
That fucking Dipsy guy comes in, fucking wrecking. He's a cocksucker. He really is.
Wow. Oh, come on.
No, he is, man. Fuck
no
that guy.
offense.
You're not wrong. He's somebody that's been around for a long time and understands that the end of his leash is coming too. And he needs a guy like me. He needs a younger talent to be his life preserver, to be his life raft. But after this Saturday, I'm more of an albatross around his neck than a lifesaver.
And this Saturday at the Mecca in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, 1 o'clock.
2 p.m. start time. 1 o'clock doors.
1 o'clock doors, 2 p.m. bell. Last man standing, Alex Reiman, Sean Donovan. You heard it here. Someone's walking out, and it's probably going to be Alex, and that's going to mean his heart.
Probably.
We don't know that.
Well, you never know. Look,
Dick.
you can't trust Sean Donovan. He's got Danny Moff. Danny Moff is no, stand-up citizen. Like, don't read into the stuff like he ran into a house and saved somebody from a fire a couple years ago.
He probably threw the guy. He threw the guy in the fire, and then he went and got him out.
All right, I got the Iggy on things.
Here's
Somebody's
the thing,
little
boys.
score over his chop.
Boys, he could bring Dan Moff. He could bring Trax. He could bring anyone he wants at Devastation Inc. I have Lugosi, I have Brandon Downey, and I have an entire locker room willing to go to war for me.
Fuck yeah. Fuck that
Speaking
guy.
of the locker room, so I've been watching Magic for probably about eight years, been to tons of shows. And what's it like being, where you are now, considering you started like first match, tagging with somebody like Matty Ice, and now you're the heavyweight champion representing the company?
So even before all the stuff tagging with Matty Ice, I was in the first ever Pro Wrestling Magic event as someone who I stepped up when someone went down for injury. I wasn't even booked on the first event, and I was thrown into pretty much a 6-man tag with just 6 random guys that were pretty much just bodies to fill out a card, And I went from doing stuff like that to the first Kingdom Come event where I was a part of a 13-man scramble match. And to flash forward now, 9 years later, I'm about to main event the 3rd straight Kingdom Come event. I've never doubted myself. I knew that one day my time would come because I knew how good not to sound cocky or boastful, but I know how hard I work every single day. I know how hard it is to climb that ladder, and I wasn't backing down from any challenge. I knew that it was only a matter of time, whether it was through Kill the Magic, whether it was through AMS, whether it was through my own blood, sweat, and tears. I knew that I would make my way to the top of that card. A top of the card that was once, held by guys like JT Dunn, Dan Moff, Cody Rhodes, guys like that. Those are the shoes that I'm stepping into, and I know that I can fill them.
Now, Alex, we have a weird connection here with the Shining Wizards Wrestling podcast. One of us was also trained by Gino Caruso. Long time ago, Dr. Donk
Very long time ago.
was known as the Experiment. Probably when you were still in diapers.
You might not have even been born yet, my friend.
What year was this?
98.
I was 4 years old.
Oh, there you go.
I
old.
always get a kick out of when people come on that have trained with Gino because our very own T Donk, Dr. Donk.
So back in that year, did you know Bud? He was part of the Fallen Angels when I got there.
Yes. Well, we are actually very good friends with Anthony.
Yes,
That's my boy. Him, John,
yeah.
and Alyssa were the first ones when I got there in 2013 to kind of take me under the wing, and no pun intended. And kind of show me the ropes. I rode to my first couple of shows with them. They were there for the first couple of years of my career. And Anthony has been one of the greatest helps of my career. He gave me some of the best advice that I've ever gotten, just fucking training hard with him. And I really miss him. I wish he would still come around. I never got to work with him and John in a 4-way tag match out in Hazleton, Pennsylvania for Sanctuary, but I never got the one-on-one match that I really wanted to have with him.
Yeah. Anthony, I mean, we know him as Bud or Bum. Bum is, yeah, that's what. Yeah, he's a hell of a guy. I think he lives in Florida now. I think he's I don't think he's in the area anymore.
No, he lives in Florida.
Somewhere.
But we used to have a blast, even just training together. And like I remember John, and as a matter of fact, Alyssa, the Countess, she was my first manager.
Yeah,
she was my first manager. I was part of the infamous Army of Darkness with Lord Cole.
So that's with Strangler, right?
Yes, Nick Maddox was Nick Maddox was there. Nick Maddox was not managed by the Countess, but yeah, he was around at that. He was actually the TV champ around during that time.
Yeah. I met him briefly when I first started. I would go hang out with them for like pay-per-views and such. And he was there every once in a while. I got to chat with him. I got to know him a little bit, not too much though. He's since passed away since.
Yeah. So you probably hung out with Superfly watching some of these pay-per-views, no?
So he was never at the Angels house, but I did get to know him briefly through Gino and his shows, because he was still doing bookings when I had gotten into the business. And then once, the dementia and the cancer had gotten to him, and certain legal issues had come up, I didn't see him so much.
No, I get it, but yeah, Bum was a good dude. Bud.
I miss it. I gotta call him. I haven't chatted with him probably about a year now.
Tell him you know us. He'll probably appreciate that very much now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you go back way back into the archives of the beginning of the show, like he made quite a few appearances with us. The Angels were on a couple times. Yeah, they're good dudes. Well, and
yeah, I love those guys. Those guys really helped me out when they didn't have to, and that truly means a lot to me.
Yeah, they're good people. Go ahead.
Now I got to ask, Alex, since you trained at ECPW over there in Lake Hiawatha, because I go over there and I go to the New York haircut place and I get my balls busted because it's like $15 to get your haircut. You ever get your haircut over there? Right next to Gene's Deli.
Does it look like I get haircuts?
Yeah, but you've been wrestling for like 10 years, bro. Come on.
No, I live up in Sussex County. I get my haircut locally up here when I do get it cut. I've only had a little bit of a trim since the pandemic happened.
So have you been to Tommy Fierro's place up there, the Wrestling Collector?
That's where he gets his haircut.
I work with Tommy Fierro pretty religiously. I haven't been to the new spot yet. It looks insane on the pictures, but I live like 15 minutes from him. I've just been so busy with traveling and everything. But I work a bunch of shows for him. He's a great guy. He's helped me out tremendously. And he always has guys in the locker room that you can sit there and pick their minds. Whether it's Demolition or Ted DiBiase, guys like that. You can kind of if you could get 5 minutes to grab their ear for a little bit and get some helpful advice, he's always, putting us in contact with those guys.
Or Crowbar or Sean Donovan, those guys.
Well, fuck Sean Donovan. But Crowbar, I'm actually wrestling him January 18th at Pro Wrestling Magic.
Nice. That's gonna be that's gonna be a great experience, man. Have fun with that match.
Well, of course, that is if once I'm victorious this coming weekend, because he has the World Heavyweight #1 contendership for January. So once I get through dipshit, it's on.
That's mean. I gotta play the heel here.
Get off.
I gotta play the heel here. That's my guy.
Fucking Don
I knew you were gonna be a problem as soon as I saw you a Devils jersey.
There we go.
Why? What's your squad?
Rangers. We don't.
See the game today?
Hockey season's over though. We're not doing too hot.
Yeah, no, you got smoked 5-0 today, my man.
We had a hot start, but not so much.
Now
Shot our load too early.
Yeah, 5-0. Suck it.
I'm gonna pop KJG with this too. You're not only wrestling Sean Donovan this Saturday, you're then making your debut at NYWC and you're wrestling the Big O
for the 03 championship. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's my guy too. That's my guy too. Oh God,
everybody's your guy.
That's my guy. He can't be my guy.
Listen, if everyone's your guy, you can't lose.
That's a great point. That's a great point. Very hurtful, but I get it. No, Big O I've known for a lot of years, so I can't. that should be fun. I'll check that out for sure.
Yeah, so when I take the 03 championship and I dispatch of dipshit, I have to come up with a catchy, cool 2 belts name. I gotta think of something because that seems to be what everyone else does now.
Well, then you'll be my guy.
Oh, of course. I mean, you'd have to change your jersey, but other than that, yeah.
No, never.
Then I'm not your guy.
That's true.
So the sky looks like it's the limit for you, Alex, because you have had, like we mentioned, today is the 1-year anniversary of you being the Pro Wrestling Magic champion, and you have defended this championship, it seems like every single month, and it's against some of the biggest hitters in the pro wrestling world. I mean, 3-way dances with CPA and Sonny Kiss, Wrecking Ball Legursky, Azriel, Vinny Pacifico.
That's your guy.
Oh, wait, time out. Have you wrestled Sonny Kiss since he was enhanced?
No, she's actually having her first match this Saturday in somewhere in Western Pennsylvania.
With the girls?
Yeah.
The things look great.
See, now you see, this is Double T's problem, right? Like, we've known Sonny a very long time, but
Mary Kay Nash is sitting up nice in there.
Yeah, but yeah, well, this is what I mean. Like Double T, first he's like, "Oh, I'm all about the badonkadonk," and now he's like, "Yo, them hitters," and
yeah. What are you gonna say?
But yeah, Double T's not
T won't do bro stuff.
He won't do.
None of you look like Sonny Kiss. None of you.
Get off. A handsome fella.
You do not look like Sonny Kiss, dude.
I didn't say I did. I got some hitters though.
No, dude, come on. You got that Joel Gertner chop meat thing going on. All right,
yeah,
I'm not into that.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
don't do it. I don't want to see that. Get out of your balls. Jesus criminy. Alex, what's on your Christmas list besides beating the dog shit out of Dipsy on Saturday?
Yeah, can we put some respect on his name?
I will do no such thing. First of all,
Mr.
terrible.
Yeah.
No, not terrible. He's been terrible heelish to antics. And I don't know if you watched Dynamite or Collision. Terrible security guard.
He's just terrible.
You know, Joey Ace did a much better job on Raw the other.
So he deserves what Alex is bringing to him Saturday.
I don't like it.
I'll be honest, like not to bring the mood down, but Christmas is like the farthest thing from my mind right now.
Oh, see, this motherfucker took your holiday joy away.
No, I mean, no offense. You can't bring the room down worse than B. Brian Blair did last week, so you're good, bro.
Oh, I just listened to that podcast. Earlier when I was at the gym, it was on my while I was doing cardio. I was listening to him.
Great interview, but he came in and there was no, that's a rough one.
Yeah, he had trouble getting in, and then he finally got in, and
Yeah, stepfather's supposed to die, or in-laws, then he didn't die.
It sounded like every time he comes on your guys' podcast, someone dies. So you should just probably stop doing your podcast.
You are not the first person to suggest that.
Yeah. 13 years later.
But look, you're gonna kill Dipsy Saturday, so I mean,
fucking murder that cocksucker.
Belated Christmas present there.
I am, and like, it's just the biggest like issue that I have is that my niece watches these wrestling shows on IWTV.
I hope she's not watching this.
Don't let her watch
podcast.
this.
Yeah, please.
I've instructed her not. She's only 3 years old. She doesn't understand.
Oh, then she can watch.
When Sean Donovan and Dan Moff strapped me to a cage, now, I had no clue Sean was there. I had no clue what was going to happen to me. I was a little more upset with Dan Moff because I thought I had earned his respect.
Right.
Usually, by the time I get home from Pro Wrestling Magic, it's about an hour and change from me. Usually, my niece is asleep by then. That night, she watched me get strung to a cage, beaten with bats, as blood poured down my head. I got home and she was still hysterically crying, waiting to make sure that I was all right. That's an image that plays over and over and over and over again in my head. And it's an image that I will never be okay with. You know, and then to watch my father cry, tears that I haven't seen in close to 2 decades. It's an image that I'm not okay with. The fact that this man has taken so much from me. Christmas just doesn't feel right without it. I have to make things right. I have to vanquish this demon, this devil on my back. I have to get rid of him. Not just for me, but for Pro Wrestling Magic as a whole. Because we have one of the best, we have one of the most diverse talent pools in the independent industry. I would put our locker room against any fucking locker room on the East Coast, West Coast, or all around the world. Sean Donovan says that I'm a big fish in a small pond, but I'll tell you what, it takes an inch of water to drown a human being. And this Saturday, I'm going to watch him take his last breath.
Yeah, drown that motherfucker.
Win or lose, with all this vitriol that you have towards Sean Donovan, is there any respect factor at all?
No.
Thank you.
No.
I saw what KJG was trying to do. He's fishing for you to say something nice about it, but this guy took everything from you.
I just don't understand how, after everything I just explained, you could want me to say something nice about him.
Well, he said that. Tony said that. I didn't say that.
The problem is that I looked at this man as a friend. And the problem with getting stabbed in the back, it's never by someone you'd expect. You know, I would even say I respected Sean before all this. But now, what he's done to my family, and he's very quick to say that I made things personal while he's attacking my family, while he's attacking the place that feeds my family, the place that pays my bills, Pro Wrestling Magic. I get paid very nicely from Pro Wrestling Magic, and he wants to attack that. He wants to take that away from me. I can't respect somebody like that. This is far beyond pro wrestling. This is far beyond a storyline. This is something personal. I do not like that motherfucker. And I hope that he gets, this Saturday, I'm going to see to that he gets what he deserves.
All right. Can't say we're on the same page on that, but thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Wow, you're really doubling down on this. KJG, the Sean Donovan
apologist.
here.
Like, what the really?
That's just me. Just one guy's take. That's all.
Yeah, ask Falaba what he thinks of fucking Dipsy. We'll find out real quick.
Devils fan. Jeez.
Jesus.
Keep on just saying.
God.
Put some respect on his name, man.
Are alike.
Now, you mentioned this locker room, Alex. Is there anyone in the locker room who's on the upswing that you are excited to get an opportunity to share the ring with?
One name that comes off the bat, Junie Underwood. I think he's one of the hardest workers. I got to mix it up with his tag partner back in October, Ricky Price. I think that he's one of the hardest workers on the East Coast. I think he's incredibly talented. I would love to get in the ring with him. I would love to get in the ring with Troy Locke again, another talent that I main evented another show in Hinchcliffe Stadium with. I believe that he's one of the hardest workers in the area as well. Honestly, there's not a single person in that locker room that I would not love the honor to share the ring with, man or woman. Everyone there brings it. Everyone cares, you know? It's hard to find a locker room that's unselfish as the Pro Wrestling Magic locker room.
We got a couple questions in the chat. My guy Matthew Rodriguez, he fired off 5, but I'm just going to give you this one. Any memories of your 3 stages of hell versus Steve Off, and are you satisfied that you are a wrestler that has competed in a rare stipulation that is 3 stages of hell? A lot of question marks at the end of that one.
One memory is that I never said I quit. Steve Off may have won the match, but he never pinned my shoulders to the mat. He never submitted me, and I never said I quit. If you go back and watch it, the final stage of the 3 stages of hell match was an I quit match. And there was a kendo stick that I may or may not have been trying to drive into Stephen Off's eye. And he reversed it on me, and you know, payback's a bitch. And he drove it into my eye. Throughout the confusion of everything happening, the referee called for the bell. I never said I quit, though. I never uttered those 2 words until just right now.
So that doesn't count then, right?
Doesn't count in my books.
You got to wrestle Vinny Pacifico. Did he try and give you any of that nasty energy drink he's shilling?
I wouldn't drink it. Anything that, I mean, Vinny's a great kid, but he lacks brain cells.
Yes.
Yes. The first time we interviewed Vinny, he was driving around in a snowstorm to get milk. So
no, he's getting donuts for his brother.
Hold on. So I'll tell this story. I did a Midwest loop with Vinny Pacifico, and on the way home, it started to snow, and Vinny starts freaking out behind the wheel, and he's like, I can't drive like this. I can't drive like this. I'm like, all right, just pull over. He goes, help me. I go, what do you mean help you? Do you want me to jump in your lap and help you get to the shoulder of the road? Just pull over.
Did he point down and say he's not going to suck itself?
Oh shit.
Alex, I gotta ask, because I ask every guest in the Shining Wizards Wrestling podcast.
We're getting there.
When was the last time? And I didn't ask B. Brian Blair this because I didn't know. But I mean, I read his book, so I know the last time he shit his pants. But when was the last time you shit your pants?
Oh, actually.
I like this.
So this past February, I came down with flu and non-COVID coronavirus. 4 days before I wrestled Wrecking Ball Legursky. And the night before, I was up all night with 103-degree fever, and one of the close calls was a photo finish, and I didn't finish in time. So
we've all been there.
February 2024.
Oh, so you're just about to make a year. That's good.
Yeah, I God willing.
I will be making my year in 2 days. I shit my pants at breakfast on Christmas last year.
Proud of you, buddy. Proud of you. What, you just couldn't wait, or like you're really excited to see what Santa dropped off? What happened, buddy?
Nah, we were having breakfast, and I fucking.
He was waiting to show Santa what he dropped off.
I thought it was a one-cheek sneak, and I'm like, I need to go to the bathroom.
You gambled and you lost, my friend.
Yeah, it wasn't summertime.
What's going
but I did the
on?
duck walk. Yeah, what's going on?
Man,
Alex, this has been a hoot, man.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to getting an opportunity to check out this match. If you can't be in Ridgefield Park, IWTV, you can watch it live. And it sounds like exactly what I was complaining about before you joined us. This is a story that's been going on for months at a time, and just from this interview alone, I'm pretty invested to see who comes out in the end of this
Not
battle.
a story, Matt.
And from what I'm hearing from Pro Wrestling Magic higher ups, there may be a replacement belt in the works for the one that Sean Donovan burned. And then that's another whole thing is like, he knows how much that meant to me. That belt, that championship was everything. It's everything I've ever cared about. And he burnt it. But there may or may not be a new Pro Wrestling Magic World Heavyweight Championship at Kingdom Come.
I got to ask you another question, Alex. You're the Pro Wrestling Magic World Champion, right? You captured this title a year ago.
Yes.
Maybe did you think Shawn Michaels can do it? Maybe you did for maybe a lady friend. Maybe you just took a picture with just the belt,
Are you asking if I've ever taken a picture with just the belt on?
Yeah, maybe for like a special somebody.
I haven't. Maybe with the new one. If you're wondering, I haven't. But I never say never.
I'm just throwing out idea. Look, it's a great Christmas gift.
Christmas
Right? I bet you got a couple female fans at Pro Wrestling Magic. I'm just saying.
Maybe a couple male fans. Why
couple
limit your
8x10s?
audience?
Nice autograph.
Listen, I'll start an OnlyFans real quick. It'll be one picture.
The revolver, You can't see the gun, but you can see the championship.
Yeah, that's the gimmick, bro. The revolver. Fuck yeah.
It's right on the screen, you blind
It's gonna
shit.
be a spinner belt.
That may be the revolver, but I carry a rifle.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Ah,
Blowing
There we
bitches'
go.
heads off.
Well, Alex, with everything going on, we do wish you a very happy holiday and enjoy it with your family before you go to battle with Mr. Donovan this Saturday afternoon, 2 p.m. at the Mecca in Richfield Park, New Jersey. You can get tickets at it was just up here on my screen. I'm sorry.
I got it.
At prowrestlingmagic.com. And I'm sure you may, hell, look, don't chance the walk up. All right, get them before you go. It's a great
The
Christmas
Mecca we're
gift,
talking
too.
about here.
Front row already sold out, so you're going to want to get your tickets well in advance for this one, because the pre-sale we have now is rivaling the one we had last year when we had standing room only. So if you're thinking about going, just get the tickets now.
Fair.
Great. And don't worry about front row, because the way it sounds, you don't want to be anywhere near the ring when this guy gets his hand on Sean Donovan.
I think we should have the fans sign a waiver of liability, but that's just me.
Wow. Wow, this is going to be something else. Well, Alex, thank you again at Revolver_Reiman. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Reiman,
Reiman.
first.
I knew I was going to fuck that up. God damn it.
It's all right. It's par for the course.
On X and Instagram, give him a follow, support him, check him out. The video that he put out is
Pretty
awesome.
intense. Yeah.
It's a good idea of what the inner sanctions of my mind work like.
Yeah, who's the dude with? I like the dude standing behind you with the creepy mask.
That's Lugosi. That's my right-hand man.
Nice.
I love it. Alex, thank you so much, man. Enjoy the rest of your night. Anytime you want to come back on and hang out, shoot the shit, maybe tell some great Gino Caruso stories, like
Fuck
the time he was wrestling Tony and he got the blood packet stuck on his head. That's a great one.
I got to ask him about that. I'll be there probably tomorrow, I think.
The time once he tried to fight me. He was really mad at me. He won't remember that.
You were
'cause
an
it was a long
obnoxious
time
little
ago.
shit. That's why.
Oh yeah, we took our ECW attitude to the ECPW arena.
Yeah.
Look, Ref Steve thought it was funny, but that was about it.
I miss Ref Steve. He wasn't a very good ref, but I miss
Right?
him. He was a
Cowboy
good
Carson.
dude.
Is Cowboy Carson still involved?
Nah, I never met him.
So to answer your question, no, Cowboy Corson is not involved.
You're also
Hey,
looking at an ECPW alum right here too, by the way, guys.
Is Kodiak Bear still up there?
I love Kodiak Bear. I was supposed to tag with him last month, but he ended up getting I think he got flu or something. It was supposed to be me and Kodiak Bear versus Bull James and Executioner Jerry Fazio.
If you really,
I was real sad because I was looking forward. Anytime I can sit there and listen to Faz and Kodiak talk, it makes my day.
I actually managed Kodiak Bear one time at an ECPW.
Oh, he's the best.
Yeah.
Hey, so if you go on the WWE
Against Snuka.
Go to the original Eastern Championship Wrestling footage. Kodiak Bear, Gino Caruso, Metal Maniac, all those guys are all over that shit. It's fucking amazing.
That's awesome,
good
man.
times. Well, Alex murdered somebody this weekend.
Two fools.
Yeah, murdered both of them.
Listen, I don't retreat. I only reload. Let's go. I got one on the team for everyone.
That's the attitude I like.
What a guy.
Fuck yeah.
Alex, this was great. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys.
We'll talk soon, hopefully.
Absolutely. Let's schedule something for the new year so I can show off my new shiny belt.
Fuck yeah.
And a new haircut you got at the New York haircut place.
No, don't go to that place.
Yeah, sure, that one.
It's right next to Gene's Deli too. You get a sandwich, you get a haircut, you take a back bump, you go home. It's great.
This is what Matt did. Matt's an idiot. He had a guy over there, like his guy, and his guy wasn't there the day he went, or he was cutting somebody else's hair, and he got roped into the "my friend, I'll give you a haircut instead" routine. And that guy fucked them all up, and he's like, "Fuck those guys! I'm never going back there."
Yeah, his haircut looks like a mess,
man.
Yeah, he didn't know the protocol. He did not know the protocol. I told him, never switch your guy. Once you have your guy, you stick with your guy.
You're right. It was a terrible decision.
But let's plug the New York assholes anyway.
I'm not going to fucking sports clips again.
I plugged them 3 times for someone you don't like, huh?
Well, you know what? I went to fucking sports clips and the stupid broad couldn't cover. I told her to shave my fucking hair. I came home. I had a big fucking patch on the back of my neck. My wife had to cut it. My hair is fucking atrocious. It's not hard to shave somebody's fucking head. I'll go back to the fucking New York sports, the New York guy. What do you like? What do you want? I go, last time I was here was during COVID. You put a fucking hot mask on my face. You wouldn't let me take off my mask. I almost died. So no hot mask, no fucking hot towel. Just cut my hair. All I want is you to cut my hair. Don't stick your tits in the back of my neck. Just don't talk to me. Cut my hair.
Why would you not want tits in the back of your neck?
Dude, I just want my haircut. I'll tip you your 20%. I don't want to talk to you. I talk to people all fucking day. But she couldn't even shave my fucking head right.
Alex, it's been a pleasure, my friend.
Thank you, Alex.
You're more mad at her than I am at dipshit.
Hey.
You got room on the undercard, don't you?
I think so.
Fucking hand job going at him.
Give you an extra handshake.
Fucking fat tits double T against the fucking sports clip retard.
You can't say the R word, dude.
I'm gonna get canceled by proxy because of you guys.
Nah, we haven't been canceled yet. Nobody. I mean, fuck.
Probably because nobody listens.
We're having fun though, so that's all that matters.
Fuck yeah! I've been drinking. Don't mind me.
Yeah, Tony's a 1 beer.
Not a straight edge like myself, I see.
A 1 beer what, Matt? Double T.
1 beer drinker.
But boys, thank you for having me on. It was a pleasure. Let's schedule something for after the New Year's.
For sure. Have a great weekend, buddy.
Thank you guys. I'll see you guys soon.
Yes, happy Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Merry Christmas, boys. Happy New Year.
That is the Revolver, Alex Reiman.
Alex
Ryman.
Ryman, son of a bitch.
Ryman Hyman.
Ryman Hyman.
Did I say the R word? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did, buddy guy. Yeah, you did, buddy guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. So, Alex, big match this weekend. So, I think I've said all I had to say about Final Battle. KJG, anything else you want to add before we take a break? I know you watched the whole show, and I don't doubt there was good wrestling matches on there, right? I miss, like...
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you for being tied to the old Ring of Honor name, but I feel like we have to at some point get past the fact that that's what it is and just watch it for as standalone products. Like we have to just put what we see inside those 4 ropes or inside those 4 sides of the ring, those 3 ropes, as what it is. And for that, I thought it was a great show. Except for the men's main event finish. I didn't like that at all.
No, it was not great.
But it is
Yeah,
what it
so
is.
Tony and Brundo went 9-4. KJG and the Handsome Kevin went 8-5. HK was the only one who took Athena. And I went an abysmal 7-6. I for sure thought that the Gates of Agony were breaking up.
So did I.
Based off of what I saw.
And then all right. So I'm so glad you brought that up, Matt. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. How did that make sense that all of a sudden Lee J turns heel out of nowhere with like who wants to boo those guys?
The booking is
and you're turning heel against heels. Like, I don't know.
The book, like, look, Caprice and Ian Riccaboni did a phenomenal job. Nigel's return, Nigel Lee Moriarty was awesome. I like the bull rope match. I just don't understand the booking.
Oh, can I ask you this? Because you mentioned this in a tweet. What bothered you about this match? And I think I have like 2 or 3 guesses.
What bothered me about it is the Righteous didn't fucking win again.
No, but you said something in the text thread that something really pissed you off about this match.
Stupid Sammy Guevara's fucking jeans.
Oh, that was it?
Annoyed the shit out of me.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then I can't.
You're at a goddamn bull rope match, and it's not fashion show.
Can I just ask a dumb question? Why the bull rope match? What was the stipulation?
Custody, baby?
Because Vincent and so Dutch was one of Dusty's kids at FCW.
So that's why they had a bull rope match?
So they used it in the storytelling where Dutch said he liked Dutch more than he liked his own kid, Dustin. And then they attacked Dustin at his school, and they FaceTime Sammy while they beat the shit out of Dustin, and Dusty Rhodes, bull rope match, that type of thing.
Yeah, because we always go with the stipulations in the first fucking match of a feud. That's
like Dustin's blow off stip. He's done a bunch of those in AEW.
Dustin's gonna be a world champion soon, according to his fucking Twitter post or whatever.
I thought you were gonna say what pissed you off about the match was the extremely long fucking bull ropes. There was like a rope, and then there was just like a rubber band at the end of it. That was like
Sammy Guevara's got to flip, bro. That's why. You can't flip with 10 feet of rope.
I mean, Vincent cut himself out of it, so
it doesn't matter.
Like Dustin's fighting somebody else while still attached to Dutch, like who's on like the outside of the ring, and Dustin's still doing moves in the ring.
So we have Sockface and Tony Schiavone and fucking Menardo doing commentary, and yet the best commentators they have are doing a show where they give less of a shit about their main show. I don't get it. That's my take.
I mean, I think they're all comparable.
Don't worry, we'll get into AEW after the break.
Oh God, we get to talk more garbage. Sign me up.
You know what? It's not all garbage. We got some AEW we want to talk about. We got our homework to talk about. We're gonna jump back in the Wayback Machine and maybe talk about our favorite gifts that we got for Christmas when we were youths that were wrestling related. So hang around for that and more right
back after this.
We would like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in every week to listen to the Shining Wizards. Here are some other ways in which you can support the show. If you shop on Amazon, visit amazon.shiningwizards.com and shop the way you always do. You'll pay the same low prices, and a portion of your purchase will help support the show. If you'd like to buy a Shining Wizards t-shirt, visit merch.shiningwizards.com to visit our pro wrestling tee store and select from over a dozen great designs. You can also become a Patreon supporter at patreon.shiningwizards.com, where we offer bonus content, producer credits, special legend shows where you participate in the show, and so much more. Continue to listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts and watch the show live on social media. Don't forget to like, rate, review, and subscribe. Your continued support helps us to keep bringing you the best in professional wrestling podcasting.
It's time for your weekly lineup of shows on the Shining Wizards Network. On Mondays, it's the latest from Gorilla Brain, featuring the year of Duke and Rowe, covering a year's worth of classic wrestling, and the Tots Paw, introducing the world to wrestling action figure collecting. Also on Mondays, it's 30 Screams or Less, a weekly review of horror movies in 30 minutes or less. Rounding out Mondays, it's The Shining Wizards, covering everything in the world of pro wrestling. On Wednesdays, it's the Mark Order Podcast, keeping you up to date on everything AEW. On Fridays, it's Horns Up, as Radioactive Metal brings you everything in the world of heavy metal music. And on Saturdays, it's the ROH Revelry, covering everything in the history of Ring of Honor. The Shining Wizards Network is also the home to other great shows, like Bread Club, bringing you the latest from New Japan Pro Wrestling. The Brocast, your watch-along from Down Under, featuring the greatest wrestling matches in history. Turnbuckle throwbacks, paying homage to the greatest shows in the history of pro wrestling. Wrestling Night in Canada, a focus on wrestling with a north of the border spin. Going Underground, taking you back to everything in the history of Lucha Underground. An inconclusive breakdown, keeping you up to date on everything happening in the world. Enjoy all of the amazing shows on the Shining Wizards Network, available wherever you listen to podcasts and at shiningwizardsnetwork.com. It's the Shining Wizards Network. Entertainment here.
For centuries, women have tried to enhance the size of their breasts because women know that itty-bitty titties just don't stack up. After all this time, 21st century technology has provided the ladies with a modern miracle of science. Introducing Curve Crafter 5000 for the ultimate in cleavage construction. A technological breakthrough with 2 simple suction cups. Ladies, you can suck your way to the size of your dreams. And if you act now, you get the sweater stretcher absolutely free to guarantee firmness and a full bosom that people with any pronouns will enjoy. For the Curve Crafter 5000 and the free sweater stretcher, call now at 551-333-1030 for only $29.99 plus $5 shipping and handling, or send check or money order to the address on your screen.
All right. Well, welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed that interview and me ranting like a maniac about Final Battle. I think Tony's got his shit fixed. You got your shit fixed?
Yeah, no, I gotta sneeze.
Okay. It's still a little choppy, but it'll work.
No, the thing hasn't come back for like a half an hour now.
Okay, but your like audio, sometimes you sound like a robot.
I think it might be your connection now, dude.
I hear it too.
For me? Really?
Yeah.
Fuck me sideways.
Fuck you running.
Well, I am in Firefox now. Maybe I'll try switching back over to Chrome. Maybe.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that might work a little better. So I'll be gone for like 30 seconds.
All right, Tony's gonna
We'll
come
miss
right
you.
back. Definitely. Tony leaves, KJG shows up. It's like a revolving door of wizards. It's fantastic.
With an episode from the Revolver, so tie it all together.
Look at that.
Bringing it
revolving
all
door.
together.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey, you sound
Hey,
much
you don't
better.
sound. Yeah, way better.
Oh, thank you very much.
Not
Oh,
blowing a
you're-
robot anymore.
Haha.
It was a good
Clip that,
that
man.
lasted.
Yes, I need more sound bites from Bunda.
Yes, from Bundo.
We got new WWE World Tag Team Champions last Monday night as the War Raiders defeated the Judgment Day. So that was like a nice little feather in the cap for Eric and Ivar, especially Ivar with everything he's been going through.
Yeah, definitely one of those unexpected. I mean, you kind of expected them to win, but it's like one of these unexpected teams that's been around for so long. And they finally get. They've been champs before, but they finally get their moment now on a big stage with a big entrance, nice, awesome music, good presentation. So they're finally who they were meant to be in WWE, not the fucking Viking Cruise Line Raiders, whatever the fuck they were. like when they first came in.
Yeah, they've had some obstacles in their way, between goofy gimmicks and the injuries, but everyone seems to be healthy, and they're the WWE World Tag Team Champions. I guess technically we have new women's tag team champions too, right? If
Naomi.
Yeah, Naomi
Yeah.
took over for Jade Cargill, so yeah, and they defended the belt and retained on Friday.
So now, if Jade comes back, she's not champ anymore, or is this where we finally get the split?
I don't know. It's a good call.
Taking it day by day there.
I mean, Jade's not really hurt, right? Like this was all like just to get her off TV for a bit.
Correct.
So
I think she's like filming something, or maybe it's part of her contract, or
she gonna come back as that bitch.
she's definitely gonna come back as that bitch.
Ooh, good
Yeah.
shit.
That's good for her. I mean, like she came in, there was a lot of hype. Like, why not capitalize off? People aren't gonna boo her. So
Yeah, but I think her
No,
and
they'll
Bianca,
boo her. They'll boo her.
her and
Well-
Bianca, they've been quite the team
Yeah.
together. The
Yeah,
number
that's
one
what I mean.
team for 2024.
That's what I mean. Like when she came in,
It's fucking disgusting. That's terrible.
No, it's really not.
It
It's really
is.
not. They totally deserve it.
No, they don't.
Nobody came in with more fanfare than Jade Cargill. And for her to be on the run she's on right now with Bianca Belair,
Yeah.
one of the biggest stars in WWE in the women's locker room, 100%.
Say it louder for the people in the back, Tony.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Now, you sent this a couple because you were not with us last week. You were partaking in your company Christmas party.
Fuck yeah.
But you sent this to us the week before that, and I didn't believe you. But then I had to do some research, and you were right. But then I did more research. They only look. My problem is not that they were picked to be the number one tag team. It's the fact that they only had 12 matches all year.
Well, let me ask you this.
How many teams had more matches?
Fraxium should have been the number one tag team of 2024.
Bro, they're tag team champs of NXT. That doesn't matter. That's like saying the Ring of Honor
because
tag
they
champ should have
wrestle
been
almost
the
every
Raw.
fucking week, and every match is fucking good.
Oh, well, that's their problem. They're
Nobody
NXT
gives a
champions.
shit about the women's WWE tag team titles.
Well, apparently
Sorry.
somebody does, sir, because they're number one.
Look at them.
Yeah, because
Fraxium.
Give him that D'Lo
What
Brown.
kind of name is that? Fraxium.
Give him that D'Lo Brown, Tony.
Sounds
Give
like a
him that D'Lo
fraction
Brown.
of an axiom. That's like a piece of a tag team.
Fucking
Fraxium.
fucking PWI bullshit.
It's fucking dumb to be named Fraxium.
Well, Paul paid fucking Bill Apter to make him number one.
Paul paid? Oh, Paul paid. Yeah, I guess that doesn't make sense. I thought you
Paul?
stuttered again.
No, I didn't jerk off.
Did you say Pol Pot?
Pol Pot.
Peter
fuck
Rob
are we
Paul
doing?
Pay Pod.
We also got the Mystery Zero vignette on Monday Night Raw, which is speculation to be.
Zero Metal! You know, I called one of his matches once when I worked for Tier 1. Fucking amazing talent.
Yeah, fucking awesome. I'm very interested to see where he fits in the WWE landscape.
Hey, can I ask a question real quick? If Sonny Kiss was cutting your hair, you letting them titties hit your neck?
Probably.
Of course you are. You're a man. We don't like them titties. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What's the problem with the other woman's titties?
No, there was no problem. I just want
She don't have an ass like Sonny Kiss. That's why.
exactly. I just want my haircut. I don't want to talk to you. I don't make small talk. It's sports clips. There's sports on.
All right.
Just
So
let
the,
me.
the first two
Sports
I get.
tits.
I
Write
wanna
that
talk to
down.
you, just cut my hair.
Sports tits.
But what's the problem with the
Titties on my neck.
yeah?
Just write that down too.
Married
Get-
man. I don't need some
Mary Tits
strange
Miss.
girl put her tits on me to think I'm going to tip her more. I'm a good tipper.
Just a
So
tip,
is she.
bro. She's a titter, Kev.
That's
She's
right.
a terrible fucking hair cutter. She makes
Haircutter?
fucking Brutus the Barber look like a real fucking barber.
I think I'm gonna leave this list of names in my office for when my wife comes in tomorrow.
Oh shit.
So where do you guys see Penta fitting in a WWE?
He's gonna join the fucking Lucha Express, whatever the fucking are they
What
all
the
still
fuck
together?
are you talking about?
The fucking all the Lucha guys that are together, like Andrados and fucking
All together?
yeah, I thought they were all a
There's
team. With
Legado del Fantasma. but
yeah,
that's
those
just
good,
three
those
of them.
bitches.
That's just three people. Not
There's
three
like
of them.
7 of them. Is Carlito's not with them anymore, right?
No,
No,
Carlito's
Judgment
all right,
Day.
all right.
Rey
You
Mysterio's
want-
with them, no?
No, that's
or
not.
no?
God, Jesus. Do you want me to break down the Latinos in WWE for you right now?
No,
Please.
just tell me
Yes,
who's in the
no, we need
Phantasmo
a-
Legardos.
Yeah, we definitely need this.
Are you sure? I was
Yes.
joking.
I want Phantasmo Legardos. Who's in
So
that?
you have Legado del Fantasma, which is
Wait, he's the
uh,
name of the group? Is that a
it-
person?
no, it's the group.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Berto. It's
Wait, who's Berto?
Humberto.
Oh, I thought you meant Alberto Del Rio when you said Berto.
Santos Escobar.
Okay.
Electra.
Alexa Bliss. I thought- Really?
See, I didn't do this.
Alexa started talking to me.
Alexa, who are all the Latino wrestlers and what stables are they in?
Bro, Alexa's playing Eric Pride's Call on Me. I have no idea why. Do you hear this?
No.
It's Berto Garza, Santos Escobar, and Electra Lopez. You have the LWO, which is Dragon Lee Mysterio, Joaquin Wild, and Mendoza, but who has a different
Mendoza. That's a Simpsons reference.
You have Andrade riding shotgun with Apollo Crews and L.A. Knight. Yeah. You have. Who am I forgetting? I think that's it. Oh, I mean.
Can I play the Pizza Vita commercial?
No.
You got Punishment Martinez doing his thing in the top card.
Kev, I got to cut the comments. Scott George, glad Tony watches wrestling. David Bauer, Tony's the human embodiment of the IWC. Never watches wrestling. Never watches, always complains.
Matt, I could take the rest of the night off. Keep reading those.
That's not true. I watched a lot of great wrestling today, and I'm going to talk about it later when it's time to give my homework assignment. So pay attention, people. I might learn something today.
So, Tony, you think that's where Penta ends up? You're borderline racist.
No, it's not borderline racist. It makes sense. Where else? Where would you put him?
Brundo.
Is he going to NXT?
No, he's going to the main roster.
No, I think he shows up on the Netflix show, the debut show.
Yeah, but like, what's his quest? Like, who's he gunning for?
I think he fits in with the AOP carrying cross crew. He's kind of dark.
Oh God! So you're killing his career already, huh?
No, he's got to start somewhere. What are you going to put him in there to fucking lose to?
Put him in the fucking Howdy Doody crew. They're already on their way out. Jesus Christ!
Jeez, that's the first thing I thought of too.
What, you thought they were going to put him with the Wyatts?
Yeah, I was like, all right, who's a dark group that Penta could fit in with? Maybe the Wyatts, or feud with the Wyatts or something.
Sorry, or murder the Wyatts and get them out of
yeah.
fucking WWE.
Look, we have this thing with Kofi and Xavier Woods. Ray kicks him out of the locker room. Maybe he's a tag team partner with Ray against the New Day. It gets his feet in the door. It presents him as a big deal against the New Day, which is a pretty big story.
Does it bother you so much that everybody's hating on New Day?
That's incredible.
I know, but fuck that guy. He broke his neck. He didn't even come support them. He's sitting behind a fucking commentary desk. I think they did what they had to do. No,
I agree.
It's been fantastic so far.
I agree.
You know, so.
But I think the only thing with your idea with Mysterio is that Dragon Lee is already there. So
oh my God, Dragon Lee,
Dragon Lee, Penta.
Dragon
Lee.
Dragon.
For Penta, I'd like to see him attack. What's his name? Jamie Priest. Like he needs a break from Finn, from Gunther, all that. Have him come in, boom.
That's a great call. And we're all just assuming that he's going to be a babyface.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's a great call by you, Brundo. I wouldn't hate that at all. Like if you remember back when he was Impact World Champion or Global Force, whatever the fuck it was at the time, he was a top guy. Like there was no doubt about it in my mind that he's a top guy. Probably the most top like luchador masked wrestler since Mysterio.
Yeah,
I was
Lucha Underground.
Yeah, Lucha Underground. I watched that from the beginning, and he was the fucking guy there.
Nobody had
an aura like Penta.
Boom.
Yeah,
we really do need Penta and Phoenix, right? I mean,
eventually, sure.
I know.
Eventually,
Phoenix,
but I mean,
Phoenix
like
can stay
Penta.
where he is.
Yeah, he proved he can do it on his own. He did it. There was no Penta and Phoenix in Lucha Underground.
Phoenix isn't a star to me. Penta's a star to me.
Nah, I always felt like Phoenix should have been the breakout of that crew, man.
Oh, you're out of your balls.
No, dude.
Tony,
no.
I think Phoenix is
oh, you're out of your balls. Rony. No, dude, all I ever think back to with them is their feud with LAX and the amazing shit they did in fucking Impact.
Is Phoenix maybe the better like performer in the ring? Maybe. But Phoenix also got into the habit of fucking standing around and waiting a lot too, you know, and that fucking cuts against him. I mean, who has a look like fucking Penta?
No, you're right. You're right. He's got the look for sure, 100%.
Now
Yeah,
they got to bring Alex Abrahantes with them.
Fuck yeah, they do.
Bring Vampiro with him.
Hey,
as
did
the
I
ace
mention
girl.
on the show? Did I mention on the show how weirded out I was when I saw him on fucking QVC a couple weeks ago?
Yes,
Yes.
many times. We had a whole fight about it. I think.
That's right. Matt called me a fucking old ghoul for watching QVC on a Sunday night.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry. Thank you for the reminder.
We are starting to get
Oh Jesus.
excuse me, the first that first Netflix show is shaping up. We are not only getting Roman Reigns solo Sokopa, we're also getting CM Punk Seth Rollins.
Jesus.
So they are really, really stacking that fucking Raw lineup.
I thought they had announced. Are we not getting Kevin Owens and Cody, or is that they saving that for Rumble?
We just got it.
I think so. I don't think Cody is.
He's not going to be cleared yet.
I think they're
Yeah.
still selling the injury, and Kevin Owens is promoting his live event schedule as the true WWE champion.
Which I think is amazing.
Brilliant.
The only thing that I don't like is that they're using that fucking it is a replica. I wish, and I get why they can't use the old belt because of the WWF logo being on it. And from what I was explained recently, they can show that stuff as part of history. They're not allowed to show it like in new footage or new usage. So
They didn't just they didn't make a new belt. It's legit like a WWE shop thing.
yeah, and they could have picked a better one too. Like they could have picked one of the dual plated ones where it's like silver and gold, and I don't know, something just looks off about it to me.
I
At
can
least
always
it doesn't
tell
have
by the
Velcro.
strap. Like the strap when it looks like a big square.
And it's got a backing on it. Usually when you buy a replica, the screws are exposed in the back. This has got a backing on it too, so it must be one of the better qualities. But
It looks so good while it was around his waist, Brundo, but
Yeah.
when you hold it up, you could just kind of tell the girth.
yeah, I hold my shit up and you could tell the girth, right?
I'm glad,
Right,
I'm
ladies?
glad you came to me with girth questions.
I don't know. I just felt like you had something to chime in on.
No, I wish they could go back on it too, but apparently
What was
You know,
stopping them
thanks
from
for the
making just a
pandas.
new belt with the logo?
The problem is isn't it?
The new logo. I don't care if they have the WW logo on it. But
It's
why not
weird
make it a real
because-
belt instead of something that you just sell?
They must have the rights to the design because that was a Reggie Parks design, and I know he's no longer with us, but you would think that they bought the rights to it because they're making replicas of it. No, but then again, we also ran into that problem when Dave Milliken with the IC belt because Jamar tried making it. And Reggie Parks picked up the not Reggie Parks. I just said his fucking name. Milliken
Dave
picked up the
Milliken.
phone. And it's like, hey, that was my design. You shouldn't do that.
It's what you think it is.
Yeah, of course. So who knows? They must have a deal where, if anybody's going to make it, it's got to be either a replica or Reggie, who's no longer with us. So it would have to be Milliken.
Oh, I
making
see what
it,
you're saying.
Like
If you're gonna make a new belt, like a legit belt with that design, it had to have been Reggie Parks to do it.
I mean,
Or
Dave Milliken
Milliken.
at this point.
Or
Yeah.
Milliken. Yeah,
But
I got you.
yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Unless they bought the rights to it and they just didn't, they figured that would be a good enough.
yeah, they got the money to do that. So
But end around very, very out of the way. I do like what Kevin Owens is doing right now with this, being the real champion. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it's very riveting stuff, and give Cody some time off during the holidays. Let KO run his fucking gums and get a big return at the Rumble. The nice little Cody Kevin Owens gimmick, no?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. I don't know if you guys are fully aware of the Lee Fitting situation.
He's not a very nice guy, huh?
yeah,
No, and
fitting,
it kind of is surprising considering everything that they just went through with Vince. that
So
they were-
so what does Lee Fitting do for WWE?
he is
everything.
the
He's like the
he's
Kevin
the
Dunn.
director. Does he do? Hold on, let me see here.
He's
What
like the
does he
Kevin
do?
Dunn. He's like the production
Yeah. So like all the stuff,
Yeah.
like the stuff on the screen, like that we saw on Saturday Night Smackdown, like Kevin Owens, 7-time multiple champion, this, that, the other thing. He presents a more sports feel to the presentation.
Oh, that's right. His name is the first one that pops up in the credits, isn't it? With Triple H.
Yep, right with old
Yeah.
Paul.
Gotcha. So what did he do? He was touching women's. Was he like? Did
He was
rape
fired
somebody?
from
Like,
ESPN due to misconduct and objectifying women, where he would see a lady dressed very nicely and he would make
nice ass, sugar tits.
and he would make inappropriate comments.
Cut my
and
hair.
People were afraid to say anything because if he found out, he would bury you. You know, you wouldn't advance in the job environment. So this came out Wednesday. I mean, he's been with WWE for a minute, but you know, this is kind of goes against them trying to change the culture. No,
Can I be a semi not pig, but try not to be, and ask the ladies that are listening right now or watching right now?
right?
Is it ever okay to a guy to try to come on to you by saying something like that? Like, does it depend on the guy? Like, if he's a handsome guy, is it all right? If he's a slovenly guy, is it like ew? Like,
if he's your boss, though, too, that's.
I mean, if he's your boss, you know, like then you'll get ahead at the job. So you know,
But no,
you get ahead or get head.
well, it depends on which way you're coming from there, Brundo. I'm kidding. My God, if you don't know, we're joking after 13
but
years.
look, I think right. You can compliment a woman, right? And she can say, "Oh, thank you very much," and go about their day, or say, "You know, I don't appreciate that," whatever. But when it's your boss, if you turn them down, you know, and you're doing the Rangers Devils on a Monday afternoon, and now you're in fucking Vancouver doing the 10:30 Vancouver San Jose Sharks game, like you've clearly been fucking demoted because you did not. You know, you spurred his advance. You said, no, I don't appreciate that.
Hey, how dare you? The Vancouver game is probably just as important as the fucking New Jersey game.
It's East Coast bias, man. Everything that happens out here is way more important than what goes on in the West Coast.
Well, I mean, that goes for every fucking thing, you know?
But like, you know, I don't know. It's a very head scratching move for WWE because they are essentially trying to get away from the Janelle Grant stuff. But ring boy stuff.
Is this more like we don't know the facts yet?
I mean, a whole thing came out. This is why he was fired from ESPN.
You think you think you could ask too, like, oh, this guy maybe have a mole in the company or something like that. You're like, why is this guy after 25 years gone? You know.
So this is obviously about the article in The Athletic, which I didn't read because I don't subscribe to it. But you would have to think that WWE, whether it be Nick Khan or whoever's in charge of all that stuff, did their due diligence and did like their research into why he was let go from ESPN. These people have to know each other. Like the people from WWE and Endeavor have to have contacts at ESPN, and felt that maybe, for all we know, maybe this dude like went through sensitivity training and did all that kind of stuff and is not the dude that he was at ESPN. I mean, I don't know. Like, I didn't read the article, so I don't know.
How long ago did this stuff allegedly happen?
He was fired August of 2023.
Yeah, all different. He's got a bunch of different stuff all through the years.
Yeah,
2012,
2018.
Oh, it's that bad?
Has he been rehabilitated though? Like,
no, he hasn't been rehabilitated.
So like he didn't go through like sensitivity training or like on the job, like you can't do that. I know, I'm sorry, you know. Did he make amends or is this a lawsuit?
Doesn't say in the article. Did he find Jesus? I don't fucking know.
I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe he was
read
looking
the
up
fucking notes Brendan sent.
Maybe he was looking up dresses for Jesus.
Fuck.
I was busy watching wrestling doing research today when I was finished with my work, okay?
Fair enough. WWE executive says expect more international PLEs in 2025.
Yeah, baby.
Fuck yeah. PLEs all day, every day.
I don't mind. I'm here for it.
I absolutely love that. I love watching PLAs being done earlier in the day or
2-hour PLEs. Can I get a whoa yeah?
Whoa yeah.
Yeah.
Not fucking 5-hour Ring of Honor shows.
With 14 fucking matches, and we have no idea who's in them, why they're in them, who's going over.
13 matches.
Whatever, same shit. I bet you the next AEW pay-per-view gets you like 16.
This Saturday, buddy.
Wait, 13 matches? They didn't add anything extra? Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay. But you didn't watch the whole thing, so how do you know?
Because I do the fucking standings. I know.
Oh, all right. Well, good for you.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
good for
Yeah,
me.
but there could have been more matches than what we picked. That's
there
how that
weren't.
happens.
Wikipedia didn't say there were more matches.
You trust in Wikipedia now?
4 on the pre-show, 9 on
It's
the
worse than me going to Facebook for my wrestling research. What are you talking about?
No, it's definitely not. Definitely not. Moose tweeted something.
Hey!
He tweeted something about where people.
What did he say? He can watch videos on Twitter and we can't?
No, he tweeted about people who get their wrestling news from Twitter. And I said, I agree. We have a wizard who gets his wrestling news from Facebook. Is that a good idea? He never responded.
Because he's like, fuck you and your other wizard friends. Hand job.
Moose is a dear good friend of mine.
Is he what do you call them? Your boys? Your men?
My guys.
You guys.
Big O and Dipsy. My guys.
We do have a pay-per-view we have to pick Saturday night.
Oh, of course we do. What the fuck?
Well, it's AEW World's End, Tony.
Of course it is. Hey, maybe the world does end and we don't have to pick this fucking pay-per-view.
Jesus Christ,
It'll end
I
after
just
this.
spent a lot of money on gifts. I don't have a lot of money. That's hopefully people would enjoy them.
That sounds like a KJG problem.
That's true. That's very good.
It won't be your problem anymore. The world ends.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
It's not like you got to pay for them.
It's true.
Hope you put them on credit.
Brundo, honestly, it doesn't really matter at this point.
We got a pay-per-view we got to pick. But Dynamite and Collision happened this week, and so did Rampage. But you wouldn't have known if you'd watched Dynamite because they did not promote Rampage.
Why
At
would
all.
they? Why would they? Why?
Dude, I said it when I was ranting about Ring. I was watching, so I have copious notes from Dynamite and Collision.
Oh, boy.
I have to write this shit down or I'm not going to remember. I'm not going to cover all the notes, but I watched and I took notes and they weren't mentioning Rampage. So while I was watching Final Battle and tweeting, like I see AEW's tweeting stuff about Rampage and I'm like, nobody said a thing about Rampage. All they were putting over was Christmas carols at the Hammerstein Ballroom on Saturday night.
Christmas carols?
Whatever the fuck it was called.
Christmas collision.
Christmas vacation. I don't know. What was Wednesday night? Holiday bash.
That's right.
Gives a shit.
Can we just call it fucking Dynamite and Collision? Why does everything have to have a name?
Because that's what WCW did.
And we see what happened with WCW. So Dynamite, a couple things.
Uh-oh.
I hate Matt Menard on commentary.
Oh no!
He brings nothing to the fucking table.
Well, nobody brings anything to that table. Let's be honest.
Come on, Nigel's pretty good.
Not okay. Yes, Nigel's good. Matt Menard doesn't bring. He goes, "How about these guys? They're really throwing fists." I'm like, "You're useless." And why does he have to be out there for every Daniel Garcia match?
It's his boy.
Who just
That's
said my
his boy.
nipples are hard? Who said my nipples are hard?
That was my nipples are hard.
I had to take off my sweatshirt. I'm hot. Give me a second.
Yeah, Bruno, are you wearing a blazer? What the fuck do you have on?
I have a sweatshirt on. It's freezing cold in my office.
Yeah, it's cold out there.
Let's be honest. You're sitting on the toilet, aren't you? You do the show
You
from
didn't
the
hear
fucking
flush before.
No, I wasn't watching Rampage.
All right.
Nobody else was either. So
Oh shit.
Things I don't like that AEW does.
All right. Top
Okay.
5?
I don't know if I have 5. Can they please just stop telling us how many matches people have had?
Yeah. Oh, you mean the ratings, the rankings?
The rankings are gone. We don't do the rankings, right? This person's 11-0 on Collision. This person has had 67 career matches. This
wait. So somebody's 11-0, but you're mad that the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions only had 12 matches?
No. One has nothing to do with the other. No one's naming this 11-0 wrestler the fucking number 1 wrestler in the world. So shut the fuck up, Tony. You shithead, you shit-stirred motherfucker. Right? I don't need don't tell me Sheeta has the most wins in women's AEW women's history.
That's no way. I call
Beating
bullshit on that.
Fucking Layla Gray in a fucking throwaway match on Rampage. Stop. Just stop. Stop with the useless facts. It doesn't mean anything.
Sorry, David Bauer says Brundo is on the toilet. That's his shower curtain behind him.
who wouldn't want this as your shower curtain?
Oh, I would fucking die for that thing, dude. That's awesome.
I really enjoyed Mercedes Moné and Anna Jay on Wednesday. I thought it was a great match. It was a great match. I still don't understand what FTR is doing. even after they got kidnapped, they still don't have a problem with the Death Riders, but they'll fight them on Fight for the Fallen.
And they're bringing somebody.
Oh, can't wait. Maybe they're bringing Danhausen.
Love Danhausen.
Yeah,
really
eat a
nice
shit.
shave.
Hey, speaking of eating shit, Camille's not long for the fucking AEW world after this, huh?
I don't know what the story is.
Well, they've completely fucked everything that she did out the gate. Now she's nowhere.
What else? I can't. The MJF promos are. They're all the MJF. All the promos are the same. Every promo. That's the same.
There's no growth because there's no need to be. There's no.
And I hate how these guys end up like fighting every week on TV. Like just
and when MJF is making the same jokes about Adam Cole not being in shape, being skinny, blowing away with the wind.
Spray tan.
I made a dentist
Spray tan. Yeah, I mean, all right, the dentist line was good, but everything else, you're making the guy as a heel that you're gonna beat. Like, who the fuck did you beat?
Somebody
That's
with
like
jaundice.
That's what I mean though. Like that's anti-booking 101. Like you shit on your opponent, you beat your opponent. Who'd you beat? You beat a pile of shit.
Like, I don't understand. Like, let him come out Wednesday, talk shit. Adam Cole's nowhere to be found. And then during Collision, you just see like a Santa Claus walking around in the crowd, right? Because it's fucking Christmas Collision, right?
This is your genius solution.
It's better than what they're fucking doing. And then let MJF come out and cut. Exactly. You let MJF come out and cut a promo, and then he sees Santa. He starts picking on Santa because there's no Hanukkah represent. You know, no one wants to dress like a dreidel here or whatever the fuck.
Dress like a dreidel. Write that down, Brundo.
That's it. That's the winner.
Well, I don't know if there's like some Hanukkah figure that comes around and does.
And
stuff.
plus, I want to see Matt spell dreidel in the fucking title of the show.
Yeah, I'm not spelling that right.
Out. Like,
right, and then like fucking MJF starts picking on Santa, and then he comes in the ring, and it's fucking Adam Cole. Like, it's better than the fucking same boring fucking promos.
It's been done everyone in the history of the world has dressed up like Santa and beat somebody up.
When was the last time somebody did it?
I mean, maybe Austin or Foley or
Santa
JBL.
That's like 20 years ago. Yeah, Matt's right.
All right, so
showing
if you're
up on
talking
a
about
show
recency,
this week.
yeah, but still, that's not like hardly
Somebody
groundbreaking.
advertised.
Oh, somebody from GCW for sure dressed like Santa Claus last year. It's probably Effie. Santa Claus and fucking fishnets. There you go.
I remember when Del Rio hit him with his car. That was one of my favorites.
I think Christian Cage is criminally underrated too. The shit he does is fantastic.
Oh, come on. Your father's dead. That's enough.
No, not that asshole. The stuff he does in the ring.
Oh, I've never said he was a bad worker. I still say to this day, Christian Cage did some of his best work when he was ECW champion. His matches every fucking week without fail, it was something to watch. He was that damn good. But this fucking like your father's dead with fucking Nick Wayne's mom. It's like
that's great. It's great stuff. He's got now Kip Sabian. Now he's beating up. He's
great. Kip Sabian, the video game asshole. Is his wife joining him too?
Game guy anymore. He looks great.
Does he have a bag on his head?
No bag on his head. Come on. I had a problem with the promo for Jericho Wednesday night when he's the king of New York.
Jericho, who gives a fuck?
No, but he
calls himself the Nueve now. Fuck him and his Nueve. 9 lives. I wish I'd throw him off the fucking building. We'll see how many of those lives he has.
The video package, he's going around New York.
Hey guys,
baby face. He's taking pictures with people. People are fucking taking pictures with him.
Yeah, hey guys.
Smiling. He's having a great time.
He's probably drunk.
KJG, how do you feel about the Ricochet Hurt Syndicate stuff?
Someone had to join, right? They couldn't just be the three of them.
Is he in?
No.
Oh,
he's not in.
MVP does not like a kiss ass.
I saw that. I saw him wearing like a suit at one point.
Boy, fucking
yeah, but he's not in just because he wears a suit.
And yet, somewhere in the world, they consider Jon Moxley to be their top star.
I thought they got you in, Matt. I'm sorry.
But
I did watch his match with Will Ospreay on Collision. Though that was pretty dope.
Great match.
They put Ospreay and Ricochet on Collision?
Yes, it was in the Continental Classic.
Classic, baby.
Gives a fuck. The fucking Burger King belt. Where the fuck is Cheeseburger when we need him?
And he's hurt. They threw fucking toilet paper at Ricochet. I thought that was
Good. Should wipe his ass after sticking his fingers up it.
Who is he, Jimmy Rave?
R.I.P.
I like bad guy Ricochet's fun. I'm sorry. I like it. I'm here for it.
Yeah,
It's definitely better than good guy Ricochet. That's for sure.
I enjoyed everything I saw from Shelton Benjamin this weekend too. He beat Beast Mortos.
Everybody beat Beast Mortos. Fucking
Mortos.
dummy's got no fucking points.
But
He's the great Muda of
he
the
lost,
Continental
though.
Classic.
Who did Shelton lose
MVP
to?
was on commentary, and he maybe showed his cards a little as he mentioned that Shelton Benjamin had a little bit of knee surgery because you fast forward to Saturday night and Garcia is going after the knee.
That was a
So I
crazy
kind of
little
like that they kind of use that in the match.
Oh, so they just bring up some random thing on commentary and now it's a story.
Well,
How come nobody could have fucked his knee up? How come he couldn't sell it in a match? How come he wasn't gimping around against Beast Mortos? Somebody could have easily said, hey, Shelton's favoring his knee there. What's going on? I'm sure he's fine. Maybe he tweaked it. He'll be okay. And then he's not okay. That's how you tell a story. They'll go, hey, by the way, you know this guy just had knee surgery?
Well, Tony, that's not exactly what. So now I have to really explain it to you.
No, you really don't. Because I don't watch it. I don't care.
Shelton Benjamin.
The chat knows that I don't watch it. So what?
Yes, the chat knows that you don't watch it. Shelton Benjamin had lost to Kyle Fletcher the week before.
And he lost his knee.
No, and MVP was pointing out that he's a little beat up. Sometimes he doesn't go for the kill because he likes to play with his food, and that
That's
cost
right.
him his match against Kyle Fletcher. Somewhere in that conversation, he brings up that he did have a small knee surgery, but it won't affect him going forward. But then you fast forward to Collision, and it's a part of the body that Daniel Garcia targets, so it makes sense.
Shelton Benjamin lost to Kyle Fletcher.
Kyle Fletcher's one of the bigger stars that they got coming up, man. He's a big deal.
So was Action Andretti, and we all know how that turned out.
Action Andretti's going to wrestle for the tag titles at World's End.
Oh, great. Which tag titles?
The AEW ones.
That's
Wait,
the
who's
tag
his
title.
partner?
Leo
Rush.
Rush.
Leo Rush.
Oh,
All right.
off in a handbasket.
What do you fuck off in there? You can't get mad if you're not watching to see the progression of the.
I
Action
saw
Andretti
them. What do they
story.
fucking think? They're fucking Seth Rollins tag-alongs? Fuck those guys. And their dumb fucking coats.
I'm with Brundo from last week.
I'm with
gonna let
Brundo from this
Tony-
week.
I'm going to let this Tony Storm thing play out. Where do you lay with this, Brundo?
On her tits. Actually, she got a big old buddy.
Well,
A buddy.
stop!
I'm willing to still give it a little bit more time. It's got her interview with Taya and who's the other one?
Deanna?
It was
Peraza.
kind of weird, but I guess it's pushing it towards a match. So
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that when Deanna came in, there was that, what Deanna was like, this time a Tony Storm character isn't you. Like, we both have the duck tattoos. It's a
That's
callback
right.
to that.
Ooh,
And
good
Taya
call.
being
Duck
and her being-
tattoos? What is this?
they got tattoos and together in Stardom when they were
Oh,
over
how
there.
sweet. We got
It
duck
was.
tattoos.
I don't. How could you hate everything?
I don't hate them. They got nice heinies, those two.
You're such a creep.
What? Oh, that Leo Rush, he got himself a nice looking dick. What do you want me to say, dude? Like,
Who
I
is
don't
it?
know.
Garcia said that about Fletcher in a backstage interview. He
What,
was
Fletcher?
talking him up. He's like, "Oh, he's this big guy. He's a tough guy. He's probably got a hammer on him."
See, that's amazing.
That you like?
Yes. Talk about it, talking him up. He's got a hammer. Dude, you can't shit on me when her fucking entire gimmick has been chin up, tits out for fucking a year. Come on, dude.
That's fair.
Talking about fucking getting the fucking clothesline from
Wrestling in CMLL makes
Oh
her
my God.
quicker than Florida during a hurricane.
he hit me with the lariat, but it wasn't his arm.
Jesus Christ, on a cracker.
If they're putting shit like that out there, you can't fault me for talking shit about it. It's fucking hysterical, dude.
And see, Tony, you're correct. Leo does have a hog.
Fuck yeah. David Henry Bauer's a bro. He gets it.
Benjamin gets a win over Beast Mortis. Ricochet and Swerve have something backstage where they both kind of know the real person that each other is. So we'll see how that plays out. Ospreay Darby. Darby gets a win and a fucking
Bonkers.
Darby Allin's not going to make it another 3 years in this
Nope.
business. He keeps doing what he's doing. The bump he took on Collision was fucking ridiculous.
Which
He
one
might
you
as well call himself
on the stage? Which one are you talking about?
Yes, where he hit he smashed the back of his head.
Yeah.
Well, he took the Styles Clash off the apron too to the floor.
Kicked out at 2.
Should start
Out of
calling himself
control.
the Dynamite Kid by now.
What, putting guns in his spouse's mouth?
Well, you never know.
The
A revolver.
I don't like the 4-way booking. I think it's just lazy booking for the world title.
Wait, who's in the Fatal 4-Way?
It's Jay White, Orange Cassidy, Hangman Adam Page, and John Moxley.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's lazy booking.
I
And the commentary, Sockface doesn't know what he's saying.
Ah!
They're wrestling the Death Riders. Adam Page leaves at the beginning of the match because he doesn't want to fucking be a teammate with Jay White and Orange Pockets. And then he comes back, and then Sockface is like, "Are they a united front?" No, they spent the whole fucking match fighting each other and the Death Riders. Am I the only one that's watching this? It's fucking stupid. It makes it the whole thing's fucking pointless. Sockface is like, a united front for World's End? No, they spent the whole fucking 13 minutes arguing and fighting each other. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Look, Tony Khan, tell Malachi Black, tell Adam Page, tell Jay White, tell them they all got to fucking lose so we don't have to have these nonsensical fucking 4-way matches. It's fucking fake. Don't anyone want to make money? Where's CM Punk when you need him to save the day?
Oh, they fucking got rid of him because he knew what he was fucking doing.
And then I got to turn on Collision and the fucking Boom guys. Come on.
No, dude, that guy should be world champion.
That guy should get fucking hit by a bus.
That guy should be world fucking
Can't
champion.
believe
You see what Janela said? If you put who is it, Boom and Roman Reigns in Washington Square, more people are going up to Boom.
Yeah, fucking, yeah, yeah.
Crowd loved it. They were in.
Yeah.
The crap.
I don't know. They were chanting for Big
What
Bill.
else? I mean,
towards
what
the
else
end
do you
of it.
want? The crowd loved it. They were doing it.
As if I didn't hear enough about Christmas Collision during the Ring of Honor pay-per-view. I got to have these two momos run down the card to open the show. And then I got to see him do a segment with Jericho later. Oh,
Hey, guys.
And Bowens.
And Bowens just walks past everybody. Nobody decides to stop him.
Why would you stop him?
I mean, Jericho's talking shit about him, and then he just walks through. Like, why are you going to let him go to the ring? Just fucking beat the shit out of him there.
I don't know.
I think
Right? Why
Bandito-
is the learning tree going to let the good guy just walk past him?
But
I
there's
think
no reason to
Bandito
fight
was
yet.
probably supposed to be in that spot there.
Oh, Bandito, old fucking mashed
But he's
potato
hurt.
brains.
Dude, Bowens cut a hell of a promo.
He did.
Yeah, I think Bowens as a single run will be great.
I'm all
What
for
else?
it.
Garcia beat Benjamin. I would have liked to see Shelton Benjamin beat Garcia so he could be next up for the TNT title, because I think Shelton Benjamin as a TNT champion would be pretty fucking cool.
Yes, agreed.
But whatever. Horseface, she counted the 3 a little too early.
Horseface.
Horseface.
They
What
said
else?
2. She said nay.
She counted 3, and then the next sequence was the finish, so she fucked that up. Briscoe beats Mortos again. I'm very excited about Julia Hart.
Yes.
I don't care about Mariah May and Thunder Rosa. Just doesn't do anything for me. Mariah May is talking about Thunder Rosa's father is going to be in the front row. Maybe Thunder Rosa needs a new mommy. And they fight to the ring. Another another match that's going to happen Saturday where they're fighting before the match. I don't know. I'm just not interested. Do you guys think, because it looks like we're going to run back Stat and Monet, do you think Stat is the first one to hand Mercedes an L?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Disappoints me.
Wouldn't hate it. I don't think it's going to happen, but if it does, I wouldn't be shocked. She also cut a nice little promo backstage on Collision, so I wouldn't be totally against it. But
yeah, like how long is she going to be the TBS champion? Like
until she wins the world title.
I guess this is kind of like the equivalent to like Cody, like when a lot of people kind of thought Kevin Owens was going to beat him for the championship on Saturday night's main event. Maybe this is, Statlander's chance where everyone might actually bite that she'll win, but I don't think she will.
She was the one that ended Jade Cargill, so it would be a pretty cool thing for her to end this one as well.
It's a good call.
Botlander.
And then Claudio beat Dobby in the main event of Collision. So Collision was look, the wrestling is great for the most part, but there's like some little things that are just quirky that bother me. So I didn't hate Dynamite as much as I did the week before. But like the FTR stuff doesn't make sense to me. Like they kidnapped you and you still don't have a problem with the Death Riders, which means you're either going to turn on whoever you're bringing in to be your partner and join the Death Riders, or Creative is just, getting their haircut at Sports Clip and just walking in a circle going, duh, 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 duh.
Huh.
I don't know. Everyone looks like they're punched out of this conversation.
Yeah, dude,
No,
I'm kind of tired of AEW. I'm sorry.
I was looking, and it's being hinted that FTR's partner is Edge. So,
oh, great!
That's
I'll
a
take
huge
that.
return.
Until he breaks his other fucking leg in a match.
I was wondering, what could give AEW that shot in the arm again? And I mean, if it's not Edge, who is it? Right?
I don't.
Yeah, I'm completely silent because I have no response.
I don't know. Like they finally showed a Kenny Omega video package on Dynamite. I mean, that match has been announced for like months, and it's a joint promotion show with New Japan. Like, I don't know why you're not talking about it every single week. Like Kenny Omega, the best bout machine, is coming back to AEW in January.
They're talking about Collision, bro.
I don't know if there is anything that can deliver that shot to them.
It might be Kenny.
if Kenny can't, then yeah, nothing.
If Kenny or Edge can't, then
yeah. I mean, Edge has already been there, but he didn't really give like a full-on shot to them. So,
that's what I'm saying. Like, at least having him back, like I would having either one of them back, or even like if Bryan Danielson could somehow come back and have like a one-off or something like that, then that could be something. True. But I mean, Punk ain't coming back. Punk ain't walking through that door. Cody Rhodes ain't walking through that door. So.
And I think you have more people going the other way, right? When contracts are up.
No, Dustin just re-signed a new contract.
Yeah, but like Dustin's not moving the needle, man.
No, he's going to be world champion soon.
No, to your question, KJG, I don't think there's anything that moves the needle.
I feel like the only person that could do it from one company to the other, if it was no one can, because it's almost foolish to even kind of like fantasy book that, because Randy Orton ain't walking through that door. John Cena ain't walking through that door. Roman Reigns ain't walking through that door.
Hey, where's Samoa Joe?
Shooting Metal Gear? Is that the show?
Yeah.
Oh, great. One of the best guys you have on the roster. You fucking let him go out and film movies.
What do you mean let him go? Maybe he already had that deal.
Scott George says Jack Perry joined the Death Riders. He's doing nothing. They did kind of shoot an angle with him in that New Japan show last week where the Bucks showed up.
Great.
Post-match, and Jack was annoyed with them that they were not there for him.
Oh, no, they're not friends anymore. Tale as old as time. Oh,
so, yeah, I mean, Scott George is right, man. They're just they might just pair Kenny with Okada.
Oh, great, bitch.
That might give him a shot in the arm.
If they can tell the
yes,
they can tell the story of Kenny Omega and Okada. and how Okada and Tanahashi brought New Japan back from death, and the Okada Kenny Omega stuff really skyrocketed New Japan Pro Wrestling into the East, to the American fans. Like, but they have to tell that story. My problem last week is that they're like presenting Okada as a tournament guy, but they're not showing you any of the footage from the G1 that he won. They're not showing you the importance of the G1. And I also like, if they explained it at the beginning, like I hate the fact that he's still the Continental Classic champion, but the winner gets the belt.
So weird.
Like I don't know.
It's weird.
So it'll be interesting because that Fight for the Fallen everything is be simulcast on Max now. Dynamite, Collision. You'll be able to go back and watch the early Dynamites and all the pay-per-views from 2019. So it'll be interesting. Anything else that you guys want to talk about before we talk about KJG's homework?
No.
Nope.
I'm good.
No, seriously, no.
That's the banner, bro.
Can I say it any? Oh God, no.
Oh,
I want to talk Hogan Luger, baby.
All right. Well, KJG was kind enough to give us
Spoiler alert.
a little homework to do last week. Brand new segment. We're doing it every week. Each wizard assigns the group and you, the listener, watcher, however you're consuming this podcast. You get to play along. So KJG dropped us August 4th, 1997,
That's right.
which I realized today when I watched it was the day after SummerSlam 1997.
Oh, yeah.
And he dropped us Nitro 100, Hogan versus Luger. Why did you pick this particular match, KJG?
Well, let me paint a little picture for you here, Matt. The date, August 4th, 1997, which we've already said. The venue, the Palace of Auburn Hills, Michigan. This is Nitro 100, baby. This ain't no ordinary Nitro. This ain't no Kurt Hennig versus Diamond Dallas Page main eventing Monday Nitro. This is Lex Luger versus Hulk Hogan, Hollywood. Hulk Hogan, biggest star WCW has ever had. That's right, I said it. Done said it. Biggest star for both companies. Mutual star. And this is first Lex Luger. NWO was running wild, boys. Running wild. Beating everybody. Doing run-ins. Beating the shit out of everybody. Hogan's never going to lose this championship until he does. On August 4th, 1997. Against Lex Luger, the total package. Not Sting. Not Flair. Lex Luger beats Hollywood Hulk Hogan. And that's why I picked this match, because I felt that it was such a weird choice to make. A weird pivot in the storyline. I think we're a week, maybe 2 weeks out from Road Wild.
1 week.
And then Luger gets the belt. We all know, future cast, he does lose it very shortly after. Back to Hogan. But I just love this match. The match is actually pretty damn good, too. Pretty entertaining. So I guess the picture is painted. So just like to get you guys' thoughts on how your homework went.
T-Donk, I would like you to go first since you seem very excited to talk about this.
Hogan working heel still like never feels right because he's been red and yellow forever. Even when he didn't want to be, the fans called for him to be red and yellow in the future. But it was a great match. Two things I didn't like about near the end. One, it seemed like Luger's comeback for some reason was super rushed, and I don't understand why, because there was still about 4 or 5 minutes of airtime left after the match concluded and the celebration happened in the ring. But the other thing was, and you know what, when I watched it the first time years ago, it was exciting. It was a great moment. Like, it was cool. Luger went over, right? Every time the NWO came in and fucked the babyface and didn't let him win, and then there was a big beatdown, it was always they just swarmed the ring and that was it. For some reason, superhuman Luger was able to just fucking fend off everybody by himself,
I love
which
that.
made it even fucking crazier, right? because it was something that like you did not expect, because everybody up to that point had their ass handed to them by the whole conglomeration of the NWO.
Yeah, it was just, to me, it was just like the perfect timing. Like, it was the imperfect timing of the NWO, but like the perfect timing for Lex Luger hitting one at a time, and then, you know, throwing somebody over the top rope, but then throwing somebody into somebody over the top rope, but then, you know, having Savage come off the top and getting him in the ribs and never touching either one of them first, any of them first. So
and the other crazy thing is you had to do it that way, because if the cavalry comes out to help Luger at that point, you've kind of shit on the whole theory of the NWO, because then if all the crew came out to help, it would be like, well, why didn't they just do this every fucking time? You know what I'm saying? This needed to happen this way. This was the only way they could show that the NWO was fallible and could fucking lose.
Brando, what was your take on the homework assignment that I dished out here?
I absolutely loved it. I love this match. I love how popular Luger was at the time. Like, I say Sting and Luger at this time were like Hogan Rock, like a couple years later. Like, either one of them could be the most popular guy in WCW. And just to see how good Luger was at, like how amazing he was at the time too. Like, they didn't have to do that much,
Right.
but everything they did just made the fans go insane. And just, you know, it gets you so excited for it.
And dude, Hogan was bumping hard too. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, Hogan was hitting hard, bumping hard. Luger was giving those screaming clotheslines and everything, and it was everything wrestling should be. They had a great story, they had a great fun match, and yeah, there was nothing bad about this until like 5 days later. Because then he loses and he's not on Nitro. It's the most, as much as I love it, it's the most like frustrating match for me, because he's the highest of highs. He loses 5 days later, and he's not even on fucking Nitro the next week.
This was definitely, Matt, this was definitely a Papa rating type moment.
It was, but also like, so I had extra time this afternoon, so I actually watched this whole episode, and I know that wasn't part of the homework.
I have the whole card.
But to see like the show opens with Hogan, and to see like the amount of people there cheering on the NWO, and then to see later like when he goes for the second leg drop and Lex moves, and then the comeback is on and he shit cans the whole NWO, the place is going fucking nuts. People are throwing shit in the ring. Everyone in an NWO shirt is going crazy for Lex as he's setting up the Hulkster for the torture rack. Like, it's such a fucking great moment. And even like the fans were just frothing for this. Before this match is the Sting JJ Dillon has a contract for Sting. He comes down from the rafters. He looks at it. He rips it up. JJ Dillon fucking puts his hands on Sting. Like, people are going fucking nuts for Sting. So like, people are ready for something exciting to happen. And then when Luger wins and the fucking people in the ring to celebrate him afterwards, it's fantastic.
What's the most fantastic part? The celebration, or Lex Luger totally no-selling Dean Malenko for that?
And the fact that Robbie Rage, Kenny Chaos, and the Barbarian were in the ring.
And the referees.
And Stevie Richards with his fucking Walkman around his neck.
Yeah.
Glacier.
Ernest Miller, the Barbarian.
Oh, in the locker room, Chris Benoit wearing his fucking dress shirt and pants, standing on a stool.
Dude, with a fucking bottle of champagne and drink it. Now we get it. Now we get it, Benoit.
Oh, and that who was the fat referee? He was in there to celebrate too.
Mickey J.
Yeah, in like his fucking like khakis.
And Mickey J. No, he was in like, was it Mickey J? Yeah, Mickey J was. Oh, there were 3 referees in there. What's the one that passed away? Sadly, actually, I think they're all dead. But
Brian Hildebrand.
Yeah, he was in there.
Mark Curtis,
Mickey
probably.
J was in there, and then there was another one, a fat guy who was in shorts and a red shirt. Forget his name, but anyway, they were all in there. But let me ask you this, Matt. Everyone says like big moments shouldn't happen with submissions, right? Like, there's been that argument out there that you should hear the 1, 2, 3, and then that's what everyone gets nuts. But this submission finish with Randy Anderson's face, like going like,
yes, he points up,
like it's like, I can't, like, he can't believe that Hogan actually tapped out to Luger and just says ring the bell. It like totally just brings out an amount of joy as like a root for the good guy type feeling that you could have.
Yeah, it was quick too. Like Luger shit cans the NWO, scoops Hogan, gets him right up on his shoulders first try, and Hogan just starts waving right away, like flailing his arms. And like literally within 2-3 seconds, the referee can't believe what he just heard, and he starts fucking going for the bell. It all happened so fast, and that's exactly the way it needed to happen. It was
And they
perfect.
built that rack up so much over the last couple of months too. Luger racked everybody from Giant to Roadblock. They showed that if you're up in the rack, you're done. So
And
talk about
he
getting
got
a move
Hogan
over.
right up, dude. Hey, let
Yep.
me ask you this. At one point, Hogan, he hit Luger with something, and he looks at the camera, and he's like, that's for Big Nick in Montreal.
Yep, he did it twice.
Who the fuck is Big Nick, and why is he in Montreal, and was it his kid?
Nick Patrick, maybe?
No, because Nick Patrick was doing matches earlier in the night.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's his kid, or it's maybe like a Hell's Angel.
I thought his kid is the one that hits people.
Oh,
All
geez,
right.
not at this point, dude. Relax.
Yeah, kids.
Brother, we weren't buying him his booze. Maybe we were.
It's got to be his kid, Big Nick in Montreal,
Big Nick in Montreal.
because he was a part of some of those NWO segments too.
I actually had to Google it to see if there was any relation to what happened with Brett, but that wasn't for months later. So, it was the first thing that went into my mind.
Yeah, I noticed that. He did it twice. 2 shout-outs to Montreal for my Montreal people, brother.
I thought he said Big Nick in Montreal.
He did. He did that, and then he like hit Luger a couple times again. And he turned around and he said, "My Montreal people."
Even on the lockup, dude, like when Hogan starts out with the headlock, gets into the hammerlock, and as soon as Luger reverses, Hogan runs to the ropes screaming.
Yep.
Hogan, he really was a good heel. Like I still don't feel comfortable watching him as a heel, but he was so good at it. He really was.
And the guys on commentary did an unbelievable job too. Like this is
Yeah.
like Tony Schiavone at his best. Like, Larry Zbyszko said it earlier. Hogan doesn't have, he doesn't have to lose the title. Like he can just get DQ'd. Like, and then Heenan's like, Luger understands that too. He's a former champion. Like the commentary was great for this fucking match.
And Heenan with the insight where, like he knows how the heels operate. It was perfect.
And he knows how strong Hogan is because Hogan has grabbed him by his neck too.
Gave him the old goozle. Yeah, this was fun, man. This was great fucking homework. It really was. I watched the match like 3-4 times as well. Oh, and how about the pissy crybabies in the locker room? Hogan almost flipped that table with all the equipment on it, and then he thought better of it.
I was waiting for that. Yeah.
Savage is like, it was a fluke.
Fluke.
Yeah, everybody just stood there staring at Hogan while he was like sort of trying to have a meltdown. It was like
no one else was allowed to speak until Savage decided I'm going to say fluke.
I will tell you what, for the 100th Nitro,
Uh-oh.
It's not a great show to watch.
The one match show? Or
No, the Flair DDP was decent.
okay.
There's a lot of weirdness on here. Hector Garza, Lizmark Jr. against Los Vianos, where Bobby Heenan calls them every other number Viano except for 4 and 5.
Well, that's the gimmick, bro.
Just weird. The opening match is Mortis against Kurt Hennig.
Babyface Kurt Hennig still.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Dean Malenko and Jeff Jarrett against Chavo Jr. and Hector Guerrero.
Bro, this was fucking Nitro. What did you
I
think?
know. How about here's something, right?
Go back and watch fucking Raw, dude. All the weird matchups on Raw.
I just
Ashton
don't
Booger
remember
versus
it.
Bob Holly.
Here. The Giant has a 3-on-1 handicap against Joey Maggs, Lenny Lane,
And
Scott
Scott D'Amore.
There's not a single person in WCW that says, bro, Lenny, you look just like fucking Lex Luger. We need to change something up with you, bro.
Well, they did with him and Jericho.
Yeah, you got to put 3 tomato cans in there against the Giant. Like,
yeah.
And this was pre like Lenny Lane actually getting noticed.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he looked just like fucking, he had the long hair like Luger. He was in shape. Like, he looked just like fucking Lex Luger from the back.
and you have him jobbing in a 3-on-1.
I mean,
Scott
Like
D'Amore.
have him job, but he, not in a 3-on-1 to the Jai.
the jaw.
The Jai.
The Jai Soul Bro.
Fuck yeah.
Awesome.
It was-
I'm glad
it
you guys
was-
enjoyed the assignment.
It was great.
Yeah, great pick.
Yeah, it
Great,
really
easy
was.
watch.
Yeah, 20 minutes max, maybe like 24, if that, including entrances and celebration.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, like, man, nobody was hotter than Luger at this time, man.
Nope.
It was awesome. Fucking crowd loved it. Ate it up.
I ate it up. I loved it.
With a big
Peak
old
Luger,
spoon.
that's for sure.
Took the spoon right out the porridge and ate this match up.
Fuck yeah.
Now we get homework assignment from Mr. T Donk.
Oh no.
What is 2? What? No. What is this?
That's peace, bro. That means it's gonna
Okay.
be good.
Okay.
Oh,
good.
is it going to be good?
I get the show between Christmas and New Year's, so everybody's around to watch this shit. Anybody want to take a guess?
Bruno and Georgie Animal Steel retirement match.
Close, but you're way off.
Okay.
Piper
Bruno
Valentine chain match.
What'd you say, KGG?
I said Piper Valentine chain match.
Ooh, that's a good one actually, but no.
Bruno Tito against Savage Ventura in the cage.
Ventura.
It's not Ventura, is it? Savage and
Adonis.
Adonis.
The date, July 12th, 1986. The location, the Mecca of professional wrestling, Madison
Richfield
Square
Park.
Garden.
Richfield Park?
Inside of a solid steel cage, Randy Macho Man Savage, your Intercontinental Champion, and his buddy, the adorable one, Adrian Adonis, take on Tito Santana and, as Adonis would call him, the human Mr. Potato Head, Bruno Sammartino. And there's actually a great lead up to this because Tito and Savage have been fighting around the horn up to this point. And at one point during a match, Savage shit-cans the referee and gets disqualified. So the next month when they run it back, Bruno is the special referee. And as Savage is about to go down, Adrian Adonis comes out and Pearl Harbor's Bruno, leading up to this fucking epic encounter. You can actually, I'll have the link in the description, but you can find this in 2 places. On Peacock, there's a program called WWE's Inside the Steel Cage. We'll go about 24 minutes in, or you can actually search the entire match. It's on Daily Motion. We will have the links in the description. But even the story building up to this, it's not some random 4 guys in a cage, and it's not a long match either. Match time probably runs about 11, 12 minutes, but for a fucking cage match with these 4 guys, it's, when I say it's nonstop, it's fucking nonstop. It's great. Tells a great story. Tito and Bruno and Adonis and Savage, they all work great together in this. Nobody's laying around. Nobody's fucking dead. There's no double downs. While
Leave a
shit's
little meat
going
on the bone for next week, Tony.
I'm just saying, man. I get all fucking geeked up. I watched this fucking thing like 7 times the past couple days. Like, that's how much I've been enjoying it.
Awesome. I can't
Good
wait.
stuff.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it right now.
It's an action-packed fucking 12-minute cage match. You wouldn't think it is, but fucking A, dude. You guys are going to love this one.
I'm excited for it, and I'm also excited for Christmas. So before we pull this train into the station, we've been on this earth for quite a long time, gentlemen.
Really?
Some of us longer than others.
Jesus.
Yes. Do you have what Brundo posed this question to the group? Your favorite wrestling-related Christmas gift that you ever received?
Can I start? I don't want to like commandeer the show, but I literally just thought of a great one.
All right.
Because I don't really remember what I got for Christmas and what I didn't get for Christmas. But I can tell you, when I was a kid, the Nintendo was brand new. And a lot of the games that I got, like, I tried to get, like, I had WrestleMania, I had Pro Wrestling. Yeah. But one that I remember that I got on Christmas that I played until we went out for Christmas dinner that day was Muscle Tag Team Wrestling. And it's not the greatest game in the world, but for young Tony, when that fucking thing came out, I played the shit out of that game. It had electrified ring ropes. It had ice rings where your wrestlers would just slide around. It had power pellets. It had special moves. It was fucking great. One of my all-time favorite wrestling Christmas gifts.
Nice.
Fantastic. KGG?
I mean, I'm sure there are LJNs, but like Tony, I can't remember which ones I got for my birthday and which one I got for Christmas. Oh, never mind. Forget it. LJNs, I got the Big Boss Man and Brutus the Barber Beefcake Black cards for Christmas. And it was just so awesome because I had, like, you know, as every kid does, you go look for your presents and snoop around the house to find them. And I found them, and my parents had convinced me that they were gifts for my cousin because they had got him in the draw. So they said that they were the gifts for the cousin, and then when I open them up on Christmas, I get the Big Boss Man, Brutus Beefcake, LJNs, which were awesome, but not to top it, but it has to top it. One Christmas, I got the Hasbro ring with Hogan, with Savage, and I got Akeem and Boss Man all in 1 year, and that was it. That was the be all end all for me. The Hasbro WWF ring and Boss Man, Hogan, Savage, and Akeem.
That's a fucking get, dude. That's awesome.
Great get. Brundo, this was your idea, so.
So the two that come to mind really was same with video games. I got Super Nintendo Raw's War.
Fuck yeah.
And that is still one of my favorite games I've ever played. Game. I spent so many hours headbutting people with Bam Bam Bigelow on it. And it was that was such a great game. Probably my favorite wrestling game of all time, even over like No Mercy.
Really? That's
just because I have so many great memories playing.
No, I get it.
So
I get it.
But a couple of years later, I got Have a Nice Day for Christmas, and that's become not just wrestling books, like one of my all-time favorite books. So that's a great, will always be one of my favorite wrestling gifts I ever got.
I do want to go to the chat. SJ says, I got an Ultimate Warrior Fight Buddy for Christmas 1 year. I wish I still had it.
Oh, she probably beat the shit out of that thing.
David Henry Bauer.
SJ's fucking tough, man.
Yeah.
Mine is definitely LJN's of Piper, Hogan, Stud, and Snuka 1 year.
Was Snuka with animated? I didn't do it, brother. Head shakes. That's a hell of a get too. Piper, Hogan, Stud, and Snuka.
I got Piper. I have a picture of me opening Piper on my birthday, though.
I opened Piper, don't you know?
I know for Christmas 1 year, and I was real young. It's not my favorite, but I know I got the AWA ring and the Remco guys.
Oh my god!
And then we went somewhere, and the dog ate like the ring skirt and a guy.
Oh no!
That was like a wooden ring too, wasn't it?
It was.
That was a great ring. I love that ring.
But my favorite is I got the Jack's Big Monster ring and the whole first series of Jack's Bone Crunchers, and that was like the best Christmas.
Dude, what are you, like 20?
I was probably like 13 years old.
Oh wow! Because I had those too, but I
would have been 20 for that, KJG.
I was probably 13, 14. I was a fucking dork, man. I was in my
no, because I got them too, and I thought I was that age.
And anytime I would get any WWF VHS from the fucking the Caldors or whatever, like it was the greatest, even if it was only a 60-minute VHS.
I believe either my wife or my brother got me tickets, and my brother went with me to one of those right after Christmas MSG shows, and that one was a lot of fun.
Me and KJG did one of those. My sister-in-law got me a set of tickets once.
Yeah, mine was I think it was Cena and Dolph in a cage match.
Oh, nice.
Main event. Yeah.
Nice. Joe Walsh over here. He says Hasbro, Flair, and Sid Vicious.
Wow, that's a good pull.
Yeah.
Brundo,
that Flair stinks, but it's still pretty cool.
Yes.
I remember playing Raw's War, and I didn't know that all the wrestlers had like really special like hidden moves. And I went up to the top as Yokozuna, and he fucking cannonballed the middle of the ring, and everybody fell down, including the ref. And I said, "What the fuck did I just do to the game?" And then I found out they all had special moves like that. Like, I think it was 1, 2, 3 Kid would jump back and forth to all the turnbuckles and shit.
Yeah, like you hit like L and R at the top at the same time when you get all the way to the max of the power or whatever.
Yeah, and Bam Bam would torpedo across the ring after he hits the ropes, and like just like a fucking missile.
It's not like something you could look up back in the day. It was amazing finding shit like this out.
Yeah. And it just happened out of the blue.
A Nintendo Power or some shit.
And then you just sit there because like, hey, if it works for one, it's got to work for all of them, right? And you try to figure them out. And Luna Vachon, the first female wrestler in a video game in that game.
Tough broad.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell of a broad.
And a hell of a show.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah.
This has been an absolute blast. We hope you guys had a good time. We wish everybody out there a happy and safe holiday. Enjoy the time with your family. Enjoy the time with your friends. enjoy the time with the Wizards, and be sure to take some time and watch that cage match that Tony recommended. And if you want to see the other homework assignments, they are on our YouTube, so you can watch us talk about what we've done thus far.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, from all of us to all of you. Happy holidays and be safe. Party, but don't party too much. Uber's your friend if you're going to be out and about.
Yeah.
And don't be like Handsome Kevin where you go on vacation where it looks exactly like your house. It's like there's fucking snow on the ground and trees. I'm like, did you even fucking leave?
He's in a tent in his backyard.
Probably.
Definitely pitching one.
Back here if you need me.
I think we'll be at full strength next week, and I think Chuck
Coates, former
hopefully my internet will be
WCW wrestler and Carolina wrestler, Chuck Coates.
Yeah, so Chuck Coates joins us to end 2024. So hopefully you join us next Monday. Tonight was a blast. David Henry Bauer, tons of fun tonight. Pumped I could catch you all live. Going to go do my homework right now. SJ, Merry Christmas, my dudes. It's been a lot of fun. Special thanks to Alex for joining us. If you have IWTV or you're interested in the match, definitely sign up for IWTV and check that out. Little Saturday afternoon wrestling.
Little Saturday.
Damn right.
I think that's it. Do you want me to read the producers too?
Yeah. I guess I'll do the HK gimmick, but I'll do it a little different.
Joe Walsh says, Merry Christmas, boys. Merry Christmas, Joe. I got your text yesterday. I was not ignoring you.
Yeah, I did too, brother. I was ignoring you.
Oh, that's nice.
I didn't get a text from you.
Joe says, love you all.
Hey, fame,
Not
bro.
anymore.
How can I respond? I didn't even get a text. Joe don't love me. There you go.
Well, that's your fault. You're never
I'm a
readily
very
available.
lovable guy. I'm sorry.
Never readily available when Joe Walsh is in town.
Well, listen, I was ready to throw things before when I got on the show.
Yeah,
I
you were.
apologize for that. It was fucking
Look,
aggravating.
Scott George, proud of you, Tony. Stayed up past your bedtime.
I know. I was expecting to get off at 9. Vince wanted me to fucking shoot. I'm going to bed now.
You're going to shoot something.
I still got to work tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Fucking A. And with that, let us cue the music.
This has been a production of the Shining Wizards Network. For everything Shining Wizards, visit shiningwizards.com. And don't forget to listen to all the great shows of the Shining Wizards Network.
We would like to thank executive producer Manny. You know Michael Peterson is not an executive producer.
Oh, shut up. Just fucking read them.
All right. We would like to thank executive producer Manny Kratzo, producers Kate Hensler, Matt Carifo, High Five Tom, Ryan Schlong, Al Day, Kathy Hummer, William Mercier Jr., Michael Hammond, Keith Parker, Scott George, Jesse Elwell, Emily Brock.
Merry Christmas, Diana!
You go fuck yourselves.
Nobody hit the thing?